So this is really interesting. You know, with PRX going back to what worked for them previously last year when they got second at champs with Jing in the lineup. You know, it's going to be really exciting. It's going to be high-octane gameplay for sure. But Gen G, in my opinion, does a pretty good job managing some of those teams that try to get aggressive against them, that try to push space, that a team like PRX is definitely going to try to embody. We know that. We've seen it time and time again. So let's see exactly how both teams are going to kind of around against each other. And with Lotus as a starter map that both teams are pretty familiar with, so it's going to be really fascinating.
Yeah, I'm glad that there's not going to be any asterisks here in that first
Nih,
map.
ada Jing soalnya.
Obviously some question marks still remain.
Ini
But in
pembuktian,
this first
Cok.
map, sure, Gen G a very comfort pick. And
Ini
while this
pembuktian
is one of
ini.
those maps that's always plagued PRX in terms of
Kalau emang masih kalah berarti emang Genji yang terlalu jago aja. Emang Genji lagi jago banget aja. Kalau emang PRX kalah.
Tapi emang mereka tuh sebenarnya lagi
Yeah, and I think you're going to see a lot of that today. Most
lagi
likely,
gimana ya?
definitely something is very comfortable on the Jet, Jing very comfortable on
Ini
the Raze, and they're good enough and they're
kalau ada
smart enough that they can make those kind of things work. So I'm just curious on Lotus.
Kenapa?
Every once in a while,
Suara lu
PRX,
kecil.
you know,
Kalau
likes to mix it up
kalau
a little
ini
bit, you know what I
PRX
mean?
kalah,
Yes.
kalau ini PRX menang berarti emang gara-gara nggak ada Jingae.
With something, but generally I think
Nggak ada yang surprise-nya gitu.
Tapi emang bener sih.
Iya.
Dulu kan
Soalnya kan kalau main iya. Enggak kan, maksudnya kalau main sama monyet kan predictable kan. Maksudnya nggak ada yang kayak surprise-nya gitu loh. Langsung masuk, langsung blar kelar gitu. Kalau sama Jing kan kayak gitu mainnya.
Gue tuh sebenarnya mikirnya gini, kenapa something nggak kayak dirotasi sama monyet sebenarnya?
Something sih. Paling jatuhnya ntar jadi ini. Ya kalau something main trick.
Nah, kalau gue bilang something.
Nggak, kalau mereka mau main kalau mereka mau main lebih teknik lagi, main trick ditukar sama monyet. Ya ntar pakai komennya, tapi komennya komen entry, bukan komen kayak main trick yang jadi tukar.
Maksud gue main freak jadi kayak bisa main sentinel, cuman nggak tahu sih dia mau main sentinel atau kagak. Kan dia biasanya smoker main pasti gitu kan.
Dia nggak bisa roll selain.
Ntar suara lu tuh kecil banget aja.
Dia nggak bisa roll selain initiate, selain smoker aja. Selain controller nggak bisa deh. Susah.
Ya itu dia makanya.
Dia paling bagus controller udah. Karena dia main controller. Kagak ada. Nggak ada Viper anjing. GG. Solo smoker anjing. Solo smokernya Omen. Kalau solo smokernya Viper masih nggak apa-apa dah.
Enggak dong, solo smoker Omen dong, bener dong.
Kurang, men. Mereka susah ngambil rubble. Mereka susah ngambil mainnya. Rubble sama main C. Main A sama main C susah. Main A sama main C susah mereka. Soalnya nggak bisa nutup, kalau main A nggak bisa nutup yang ono loh, yang entry-nya apa, yang choke point-nya A. Kalau yang C nggak bisa ini, nggak bisa alert jadi.
Sabar, lihat dulu. Soalnya tuh mereka pakainya tuh Sky nih masalahnya. Ini meta season lalu masalahnya. Ntar, gue ganti ini gue.
Oh, dapat anjing. Dapat anjing. Di smoke siapa tuh yang di sekian? Oh nggak ada smoke sini. Smoke-nya Omen.
Nah, nih gue penasaran mereka bakal playnya kayak gimana. Ini kan default kan 1-3-1, berarti mereka ngambil fight di mid nih.
Nggak default tadi anjing, beda tadi.
Ya maksudnya ya default effect begitu, Cok. Mundur.
Mana mungkin mundur. Mana mungkin mundur bakal.
Nggak tahan, oh kan? Something ditahan karena udah ketahuan. Di backup, kayaknya di press, di pick out.
Itu kill gila ya.
So yeah, Mind Freak taking quite a bit of
Ini
damage
mapnya
there in
siapa?
that
Oh,
exchange,
mapnya
but
si ini.
able to get him up a little bit.
Ah!
Door is open and
Ah!
PRX is really
Tawan.
considering a
Harusnya
Ah.
kalau misalkan mereka mainnya pintar, mereka bisa split ke A1. Aduh, di Okay, good.
He still somehow crouches through,
Okay, good.
continues moving forward, dodges the bullets, and now Texture. I mean, it's a 2v3. No real point.
Nice
away
smoke
from
sih
him.
itu.
He's got a
Sumpah itu
couple
good smoke
numbers,
anjing.
but he's been
Wuh.
checked out through that one way. Meteor now on the backup. And
Itu good smoke anjing.
their post plant position
Yeah.
three spread apart with
Tadi
crossfires
smoke-nya
all the way
si
through.
Uh.
But a nice headshot from Meteor kicks things
Uh.
up, and before he catches the trip, he's gonna get
Okay.
the second down to a 1v1.
Ah,
and
nice
Texture
try.
already wrapping around. Gen G will recover the pistol round for a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, I think
Good retake, good retake.
PRX is going to be kicking themselves a little bit after that one. Unaccounted for. It's that late push from Meteor. Still had a paranoia, still had a flash in
gimana?
hand. They weren't able to confirm any of that
tadi
information,
si ini.
get an idea of where they're coming from. Divide just straight up loses that battle to Meteor. Certainly, Mind Freak trying to do what he can, but Gen G there, well read, even though they lose that opening
Good Iko, good Iko.
play there.
Apa?
Just gets a drive-by with the
Still
frenzy.
enggak itu
Even though
banget
they're
lah.
able to heal him up fully, they're able to track the movements of PRX quite nicely.
Di apa?
Shift their
Di ini
way
aja
over to
apa?
that C site.
For second
Meteor
rada
so
blunder
clean
dikit.
on this map on that Killjoy. He's so devastating
Gason blunder
on
dikit.
post plant. He's so smart with his timings. He's so accurate. Such a difficult player to deal with.
And that's exactly who PRX is going to be meeting up with here in round 2. Taking that ult orb on C, but
Harusnya
not
gathering
pushed
up,
just
no
yet.
kan?
Of course, set up their own one-way for a little bit of delay. Of course, Alert already coming through for PRX as well. A lot of movement around the map, trying to make sure that they have
Jangan.
options moving forward. The alarm bot tripped, gotten rid of, and now
Pressure Killjoy-nya.
damage on the side of Forsaken, but of course with the Sheriff.
Kan ini pressure tuh Killjoy-nya tuh. Nah,
Nice.
makanya
Nice.
mereka lagi.
Now setting their sights onto the
Nggak
other
ada,
side, pushing Heron
berarti
back on a timing.
mundur
He's gonna have a smoke
B-nya.
back up in a second.
Kan
Let's
di
see if they can
Prowler
take
tadi
advantage
nggak
of
ada.
that. They're gonna try to make an entry of it, and Karan
Di delay.
just gonna back off. Yeah, it's really
Rotasi,
smart.
no kan,
He knows
mulai
this is
rotasi.
likely a death ball coming at him.
Yeah, I mean, especially with the eco, especially with PRX and
Aduh.
Texture, not going to greet it either.
Jangan
They recognize the push has come through.
Mm.
Just going to look to
Pindah
hold
lagi.
close quarters with a Spectre
Mantap.
stuck on tree. But look at this, Gen G already aware of the possibility of a rotate back into B Meteor. He's been blinded, but now he's got his sights back.
Good.
Lafia
Still.
there, but still a 1-for-1,
Still good,
2-for-2
still good.
trade for PRX.
Dia on three.
Pushing heaven, picking up weapons. Texture
Nice.
recognizes the danger, has to keep them at bay. Now it's all three members of Gen G pinching onto the site. Karon takes
Still-
care of
still on
one.
three.
The
Anjing
double
jauh banget.
PRX
Dapetin dulu ini.
just keeping them at bay until his teammates are able to pinch in.
Oh, nice.
Gets a kill on the drop. Caron
Jangan dulu.
hoping for backup from Texture.
Nice try, nice try, nice try.
At the same time,
Good eco, good eco.
recovering the anti-eco.
Yeah, great patience at the end from Gen G. This is
Still
something
good
that has
eco,
made them
still
so
good eco.
successful this year is they're
Gua
rarely
nonton di Indo
not
tadi.
attacking together when there's at least a couple players.
Udah kelar roundnya dari lama anjing.
The flank timings are really, really good. That means the communication is really, really good.
Di Indo duluan
He's
ternyata
great
anjing.
paranoia from Mind Freak to bust
Biasanya kan
it open in a couple
Inggris
free
duluan,
shots
ini Indo
to
duluan
back it
tadi
up.
anjing.
Left.
Sekarang emang round berapa? Gue baru replay
Nggak.
round 2.
Nggak, ini gua join yang pasif bersama.
Gue sambil stream soalnya.
Iya.
So very nice for Gen G. So they get the expected win, but still a decent amount of damage done here by PRX. Leaves it on only
Di Seoul kan ini
a couple
match-nya?
Guardians, some Ghosts,
Apa?
and 2 Sheriffs.
Split match-nya di Seoul kan?
Seoul. Kalau yang Epic di Seoul. Korea.
Iya, makanya.
Wow.
Oke. Oke.
Gak ada yang ngecek ke atas itu ya.
Oke.
Still
kan.
Flanknya. Nice. Nice.
Mundur Abang Jason. Mundur Son. Oke, mantap.
Belakangnya Mas.
Udah dapat satu, dapat 2.
Gile. Ini orang flanknya dari kemarin mantep dah. Pas lawan T1 juga gini anjing, mantep banget flanknya di Lotus.
Karena emang enak cok. Flanking di Lotus tuh sebenarnya.
Gue maksudnya orang kan biasanya kan pemain flank Lotus agak nggak sabaran, sabar banget anjing.
Sabar dong anjing.
Ih. Apa dari dia tuh nggak kagak lari anjing. Jalan terus. Wop. Untung dapet tuh anjing.
Wih anjing itu.
Iya untung dapet, makanya gue bilang anjing.
It's okay.
3 orang wave. Ada yang kena anjing.
Necessary battle sih sebenarnya, cuman ya udahlah.
Iya. 3 orang udah half semua tadi. Alah.
Necessary battle cuma oke lah.
But Talon did this against
Still
them,
good,
right?
still
A
good.
lot of that delayed retake of
Still combine.
No, exactly. So this was like something they weren't really
Walaupun
doing.
half
The
armor.
combos they used here a little bit
Nah,
different.
masalahnya
They're
di sini
getting up on top of Rubble. It's usually
masalah di sini
allowing
nih.
Dexter to work the backside of
Equal standing
Rubble,
soalnya.
while Karon smokes for him and
Senjatanya.
paranoias for him, and then the Fade is there to grab a
Karon
hot spot
pakai
and
ini,
heal
kayak pernah.
Dexter. Very different look. This is much more
Ah,
Oh,
jangan
iya, bukan.
chill.
on these
Mundur
takes.
kan.
You can see a boombot this time to clear that space. Really well read here by PRX. This
Itu
was
anjing
something
nggak ada
that
info tuh,
never really
anjing.
addressed, and Karon's able to try to get up
Di
top
blind
of that.
anjingnya.
PRX doesn't want to mess with this right now. They're going to wait things
Jangan,
out.
jangan di
Ini ke oh nice.
Oke.
Mas something. Mending ke C Mas. Mas something yang push down.
Tetap ada masalahnya, tetap ada ini siapa? Ada Killjoy. Malasnya Killjoy.
Enggak, itu sendiri.
Ketahuan.
Balik.
Mantap.
Dimajuin itu coy. Miss tuh ya.
And now the flood of Genji that used to be so perfect has been
Kan?
broken apart
Main nama
to just a couple drops.
main nama Jing tuh
PRX,
Abi emang.
all
kayak
lives
kayak nggak ada apa namanya, kayak nggak ada
Sekarang
kita yang nonton tuh kayak apa?
Kan dia pakai kacamata, Cok.
Enggak, kita yang nonton kayak udah aman ini. Kemudian ngomongnya tuh masih kayak jangan di pick.
Parah
Jangan ada di pick. Bukan parah atau gimana ya? Emang yang kemarin tuh aimnya parah semua, Cok. Gak cuma satu doang, semuanya anjir.
Enggak pada bingung soalnya mau jadi kayak gimana.
Angin-anginan aimnya anjir.
Nyesuaiin soalnya.
I think a lot of something that PRX has learned as well is that
Ini kan kalau Jing kan mainnya aman ya, maksudnya udah kayak udah tembak-tembak dah. Kalah ya udah, menang ya bagus lagi.
Karena sebenarnya tuh Jing ngambil regular angle. Dia ngambil entry apa ya? Entry angle-nya tuh enak, entah kenapa. Selalu. Gak kayak waktu bareng sama Monyet. Kalau Monyet itu terkadang bisa sendiri di depan gitu. Masalahnya di situ.
Anjing tuh something gede banget sense-nya.
Berapa?
360 lah. 360 satu kali geser kayak tadi tuh. Cepet banget soalnya anjing.
Mundur. No need to fight. Yes, good.
For PRX, so they know that they can push a little bit further. They could take advantage of this site, which maybe
Nice.
Genji is expecting them
Pelan-pelan.
to have backed off a little bit.
Ini di expect no kan. Ini kalau bisa pass
if no one's pushing Rubble after that utility
dapat
somewhere
itu.
else, there has to be more info, and they're going to start to combat for that space, and Forsaken is going to have a great time to take over B side as the rest of the main force.
Harusnya rotasi.
Drawing out
Ditahan
a lot
soalnya.
of utility from the defending team. During this, Forsaken on the minimap, checking out the entry
Enggak, mau
Enggak, harusnya rotasi. For second udah itu.
Oh iya. 2 Mas. Nggak jadi. Oh, satu doang nih, gue kira tadi. Jing, ngapain?
Gak apa-apa.
At least tau lah dua dari situ. Mending jangan Mas, daripada 50 kan. Mau kira mau ngeler kan. Kaget gue.
Yuk, double. Good.
Wait, jangan kalah dong, ya, jangan kalah. Nice!
Oke, let's go.
Mas Aron, nice banget Mas Aron. Yellow. Berbaris mereka menunggu ditembak di pala aja. Enggak, satu masuk, satu lagi langsung masuk anjing, belakang-belakangan. Enggak gimana ya?
Spray transfer, Cok.
Nih. Mas Aron. Tumben tahun bagus kayak gitu ke replaynya nih. Biasanya ada.
Nggak tahu dah. Nggak sempet kali. Itunya.
Biasanya ada, langsung ada biasanya.
PRX, they've already taken him out. They're not masking any sound here. Looks like they're going to be ready for a boom bot sent as well, trying to make sure
The Taiko harusnya langsung dipaksa masuk. Enggak di Taiko anjing. Miss. Karon. Karon. Apa itu Mas Karon? Itu tolong.
The showstopper will make sure no one else from Gen G can approach.
Maskaron. Apa itu maskaron? Miss. With heart.
Nah itu.
With so hard. Mati. Akhirnya anjing mati, cok. Ya Allah, with so hard anjing Karon.
Tapi Jing emang entah kenapa escape itu bagus ini. Iya.
Mantap. Mati dong itu.
Gak apa-apa udah.
Mundur dong. Kejar sama Aaron sama Jason ya. GG.
Jarak terus. Apa-apa. Mantap.
It's really interesting because normally you expect PRX to kind of just
padahal pisau loh itu.
when Jing's got a showstopper things like that, but they're
Mas Karon.
not quiet about it because the footsteps were being given
Wifi kacau anjing.
PRX is trying to bait out Gen G a little bit.
Lagi pusing. Tai.
Padahal di master sama di kick off kemarin bagus loh anjing dia. Salah satu yang paling outstanding di Genji selain texture.
Ini masalahnya bingung. Itu tadi sama kaget, Pak.
Iya.
Cuman
Enggak, yang pertama juga yang pas si Karon ngepick spawnnya. Itu wave juga anjir. Harusnya bisa dapat 2 itu. Nge-wave dua-duanya. Di wave aja. Wave aja. Makanya dia mundur ke sana kan ke City.
Spinningnya bagus tadi. Spinningnya yang keren. Tapi nggak tahu ya, cuman masalahnya PRX yang sekarang tuh escape-nya bagus, nggak kayak waktu bareng sama Monyet. Kalau Monyet tuh, mati-mati aja lah. Gitu anjing.
Mereka cuma pas sama Monyet tuh cuma berapa bulan anjing persiapannya.
Cuman emang makanya gue bilang belum nyesuaiin, belum dapet yang klik gitu loh.
Mereka cuma main satu turnamen Afrika TV langsung main di kick off anjing. Susah.
Makanya gue bilang kesian Monyet sebenarnya. Kesian di Cahya. Jangan.
Maksudnya mereka juga kan ngambil Monyet kan telat juga itu. Agak-agak akhir tahun. Enggak selesai champion langsung ngambil Monyet.
Apa sebenarnya? Monyet jadi six man kan?
Enggak reserve anjing. Di Bali dia sekarang. Di rumah.
Gak apa-apa sih. Mati.
Mas itu. Gak ada yang lihat.
Lo kan?
Untung dapet.
Itu yang gue bilang. Jadi kalau misalkan mereka ada Jing sama something, masuk nih berdua. Satu nunggu kan. Nah, karena kayak apa ya? Gak tau ya, si dua belakangnya tuh sebenarnya kayak tahu gitu loh. Kayak tahu, mereka nggak ngecek nih pasti nih. Jadi pada nge-sweep terus ngecek semua. Kalau sama Cahya tuh kan enggak nih. Kalau sama Monyet kagak.
Terus kalau sama Monyet tuh mereka Monyetnya ngecek semuanya tuh.
Oh enggak, itu ketahuan sama Jing. Di belakang ada. Di satchel kelihatan.
Nanti sempat nunggu tau dia di belakang box itu.
Iya,
pas
jadi kayak
baru jalan di belakang.
Kayak si Jing sama something tuh udah biarin aja, kasih aja yang belakang gitu. Kalau Cahya kan kagak. Kalau Cahya jadi kayak nge-sandwich yang satu tapi yang retake balik tuh jadi ngambil.
Kawan dong di push itu dong.
Sudah.
But he's on duty now. He has to lead the forces as something still sticking with the operator for the time being. Both trying to
Harusnya sih ketahuan ya, A-nya tuh kosong karena tadi udah
Something's going to make a lot of noise waiting for
Balik,
Forsaken to
balik,
get
balik,
inside
balik,
on
sih,
the
balik sih.
map. And Gen G, they don't want to fall for this. They're trying to make sure they group up all the way
Ah,
to
dia
the
nge-push.
and make
Ah.
sure they don't let Forsaken
no.
Kenapa gak kecek kamu something?
by Meteor.
Blade pop up
Ya
kah?
sih, ini temennya nge-flank sih. Kena. Mas, ini flanknya lama loh. Temenmu flanknya apa namanya? Udah kelar ini flanknya.
Sabar.
Ini teman, gue kira itu.
Udah nggak apa-apa.
Dapat. Mas, kiri mas.
Nggak bisa, nggak sempet. Tahu itu.
Enggak, maksudnya enggak, gue kira dia nggak tahu di kiri, majuin.
TNT. Gue kira something mau balik kayaknya. Balik C. Enggak tadi soalnya Jason udah dapat space. Iya kan makanya Jason tuh tadinya udah deep kan, udah deep sampai dalam kan, harusnya infonya tuh masuk.
Nggak, tadi kayak call-nya Jason disuruh lurk sampai B, disuruh lurk. Tapi kan si something agak lama.
Iya maksudnya kan udah lurk kan. Gue kira tuh dia bakal running balik ke C.
It is deep pockets for PRX right now. They've got some ults again. Showstopper once again.
Ini udah ketahuan nggak sih?
Jing going to be available.
Kalau
You do
ada
have the Viper's
lurk
Pit
ini.
for Munchkin. See how he wants to
Udah,
use it, but I
Jason.
think he's going to be a little bit patient for it.
Sumpah di sini dapat attack yang 5 aja. Udah bagus aja.
Out early, maybe if they get a spot on you and the Showstopper in the right place.
Bukan maksud gue,
Gen G, one of those teams that does like to wait.
Gue dapat attack yang di sini 5 aja, udah bagus. Kalau di Lotus ya. Walaupun dia attacker side.
So we'll have to wait and keep our eyes on Munchkin. But like you mentioned, Gen G's ult economy a little bit mixed up, whereas PRX they've got their options even with the
Karena katanya Gen G itu 2 smoker. Mereka harus walk out mau nggak mau.
To be ready with a trap play near baby door. Paranoia already spent though, so Charon just gonna have to wait
Itu
for
nggak
the
kelihatan ya
crossfire.
di situ.
The tripwire sent no reaction. Forsaken trying to bait this out. He knows that this door is open for a reason. And now the extra through the revolving door is gonna
Gue bilang kalau sama Jing. Mati.
Mas,
Something mati.
Mas, something lawan kamu. Oh enggak, iya dong.
We
Kira
do see a bit of a trade near baby door, but
Tekstur.
something is the guard. Can you get
Ah!
no idea? No.
Ah!
Gue tahu itu iseng tangan. Gue tahu itu
Itu
iseng
dalam
tangan.
otaknya itu pasti ngomong anjing. Maju aja lah anjing. Maju lah.
Mati tinggal mati kan.
Oh nice. Itu lagi defuse.
The defuse, they just want to try to stick it, but the spam's coming through. It's ticking down. You have to stick it.
Nice.
And he's pinpoint on for the head.
Nice.
Mantul. Bentar gue dipanggil.
A 2v2 victory for PRX.
Yeah, beautiful read here by Mindfreak. Been so good for PRX on this half. Using his ult at the perfect time. Putting himself right in drop. An interesting spot to
gila
go.
juga.
I'd expect as Gen G that he goes a little bit deeper with it. Have to invest the Viper's Pit. Try to make this retake a little bit safer. But the crossfire good. Texture just not quite able to find that shot with the picked up operator off of something. Now something is going to grab that judge. Finally probably going to invest the Blade Storm as well.
Injet,
That
mas injet.
three-man execute towards Rubble for Gen G, but nobody from PRX is even going to be in that destination.
Oh man, I love this from PRX.
Gelo.
Gen G is weak on their buys. It's going to be Meteor's targeted.
ah.
You can't count this guy out with single shots.
Itu apa?
He'll take
Kenapa
down
gitu?
two. It's going to be the Rays and
Kenapa?
Sky down. Something also taking a big hit. And that will slow down PRX. So Meteor, a bit of an adjustment there. Instead of waiting in the site, pushes out towards Mound to challenge him
Jawab
early.
ayo, kenapa
Allows his
gitu?
teammates to come for backup. And now B and C site have been flooded. They will be found through the neural theft.
And now they're going to change ideas. Saw too much pressure. Try to make it work onto B. Forsaken looking for the pick off the ping, but not quite able.
Mending ke A. Defense itu.
When you be able to come down, switch to the
Ah.
classic.
Oh, takes him down. That's a rifle upgrade. Now Forsaken's lurk. Are they ready for this? They have no idea. Forsaken, he'll just take the one kill. He's happy to buy time to try to bring home this round. Flick up, but that's a tough one. Lakia will be able to find that kill. Mindfreak dodges. And next to the second one.
Ente.
And it's going to be the Thrifties of Gen G that return.
Yeah, the classic
Holy.
Gen G Thrifty. So good at this, and Meteor just a little bit further ahead than maybe PaperX was expecting. They got the ping off the flash.
Nyari
I
senjata
can see
nih.
some level of potential
Nyari off
preparedness
mereka
there for
nyari.
PaperX that maybe
Off
somebody would be in
samping
the
lagi
round, but
diambil.
Meteor was just too fast and too good.
Enggak, off
And
kemana?
Forsaken tries to double pump a bit after he got that one
Off nggak ada.
kill, but Lakia
Oh, nggak
reads
ada.
it perfectly. And then he's still
Enggak
going to
ya?
be trying to pressure that angle.
Oh shit.
So nasty from Meteor there. I mean, you can see they're
Tadi locknya dapat satu tuh. Kayak kalau balik lagi ke B bisa
Meteor's
tuh.
just too quick, too good.
He's been in that position so many times before.
He's insane, man. I mean, with those, like you said, the one-tap weapons, there's few that are better.
Well, now Texture, he'll have to get an
Hey.
operator bot from his teammates. They were trying to look for one, but little did they know, PaperX didn't invest in another in that previous round. And there won't be another this time either as we go into the last couple of rounds of the first half. PaperX still leading 6-4. Something dashes ahead of Rubble, takes all this space, and he's ready.
Oh, nice!
Sees the tag, sees Lakia getting hit right through the Toxic screen. No idea what hit him. And now 2 members of Gen G still on the A side. But a lot of risk. The shot, but he's a little too late. Only hits the
Jangan dikit lagi dong. Kan OP ku kawan, mampus pusing lu.
Completely draws the crosshair away. And PaperX seems to have good control of this A side once again.
The reaction protocols from PaperX are so good.
PaperX
Right on the back of that
bagus ya.
Trailblazer to try to set something up. Yeah, he dies, but immediately Jing satchels past the operator, knowing that he's stuck in place without using satchels of his own to get out. Go quick out for Texture there, and Jing and Forsaken take perfect advantage of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just absolutely an honest moment of, was it a bird, was it a plane? No, it was Jing. But by the time he figured that one out, Texture was down and out. Now it's going to be the 7th round win for PaperX. Finally bringing some good old meta balance to the attacking and defending win rates to Pacific.
Yeah, it was about time. I mean,
Mati.
We haven't seen this in
quite
so often.
Lotus has been a super defender side of that, but this is going to be the team ace for PaperX. They will claim a 7th round. At least stay positive half, no matter what happens in the last one. Let's see if Gen G can make it 7-5. Money should be just there. I think. Not exactly sure for Gen G.
Gua kemarin nonton EMEA, capek aja. Lama banget jalannya.
So nasty from Jing. What do you do
Walk
against
semua.
this?
And then he still gets Karon as well. Karon trying to figure out where he needs to
Nonton
provide
Apex
backup.
lagi,
Just too
cepet
fast.
gitu.
While Jing has to adapt a little bit. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go for a Sheriff, a Bucky, and a Spectre on the side of Gen G, all to make sure that Texture can get an operator. Just so we're clear, he hasn't fired too many shots with that weapon in this first half.
No, it is quite the mixed bag here for Gen G. Try to see if they can shut this down. And look at PaperX kind of ping-ponging here, and it's so fast. They're already on B. Forsaken already taking space, already trying to see if they can clear this open.
And it's as if they have a hard read on this off-buy, right? The 4-sub, saying that the weapons probably are all over the place. We just have to make sure we don't run into the operator, nor any of the amazing ultimates on the side of Gen G. Nightfall gets used. 2 members.
Oh, nice. Oh!
Ahead of it. Doesn't need audio when he's up in the air, and it's going to be the showstopper.
Nice.
But Jing jumping forward.
Nggak gini dong.
And now just Meteor
Aman,
left
safe dong.
alive.
Ini nggak ada yang
Picks up the operator. He's always been good for one, but can't even get
Oh,
a
nice.
screen. Not even a single kill, as it will be an 8-4 half for PaperX.
I mean, this is starting to look like 2023 PaperX for sure. I mean, yeah, there was some really good ideas here early on where PaperX was kind of baiting utility, trying to figure out exactly how Gen G was going to play things. You weren't seeing some of that same control either from Gen G towards Rubble that they were doing time and time again against Talon. You know, a lot of times Gen G, you would see the Fade, the Omen, and the Raze all taking that Rubble control early and then using that to kind of box Talon in. However, PaperX was kind of like waiting it out, and they'd say, okay, we could send something forward a little bit. Okay, they don't like what they see, they're going to pull back, and they're really brutalizing Meteor on that C site early and often, and that kind of set things off kilter for Gen G. It didn't really feel like they were ever comfortable, and then a lot of times, Gen G's been really good so far this year with anticipating like some of those deep pushes after a plant goes down, and they did a really good job absorbing that pressure against like Talon.
Sure.
But today, I mean, it's because it's PaperX, because they stagger so many things at you so quickly. It's so tough to deal with.
And the tempo changes as well from round to round. It's not just the old W gaming all the way through, right? Sometimes you're baiting out the ultimate. Sometimes you're trying to get ahead of it. PaperX definitely starting to creep into Gen G's head a little bit. Now Gen G will have to clear their minds as they now take the initiative on the attacking half. Toxic screen set up on A. the default screen to help take control of Rubble. And it's going to be 4 ghosts, just a half armor for Charon. Looking to stack towards B. They will meet each other once again.
This is looking just like our previous pistol round. It's just different teams on different sides, but it's like almost the exact same setup. So you're going to rely on Forsaken for PRX to kind of lock down the A site, get the info
Ada bedaannya.
for a retake potentially, but it looks like it's going to be another brawl right at the front of B.
And they'll run into each other right away. The guiding light, it is going to be antied, and there's a paranoia, counter paranoia as well. Do they recognize where it came from? No, they're going to spot Mindfreak a little too late, and their crosshair is shaken up by the boombot as well. Double kill for Jing. The answer back from the door from something as well. The backup is there for PRX. Now a 3v2, but of course the battle still 2v2 as Forsaken awaits the approach on the A side.
It's a pretty good read now for Gen G, moving towards C, seeing if they can get it. But of course, as is tradition, PRX not letting go of those W keys and just going to keep right at their heels, right behind them. Now Laki is watching it. He's going to be able to get it. Nope, that spiked down too.
Not quick enough, and Munchkin is afraid of the flanks now, recognizing that they're pushing him from behind. You got to be afraid of where's Forsaken coming from, because surely it's going to be a pinch and a wide swing. Something's been loving those here at VCT Pacific as they continue the lead in the second half.
I mean, many try to brawl with PRX, few succeed, and I like it from Gen G. See if you can get a confidence win here, see if you can get a boost, but it just isn't ever really able to be dealt with. That boombot not quite cleared, causes some serious problems as well. So again, the slight delay with some of these util timings from PRX, playing off of contact with their utility. This is something they do so well, time and time again. A lot of teams don't really understand or anticipate until they played against it, especially with Jing in there, because Jing is full on confidence. He does not care at all what you're doing. He is going to take the fight to you when he feels like it's time.
Yeah, I mean, Jing is quite frankly overheat incarnate, but PRX work really well with it as an active drone, and it also gets a lot of kills at the same time. So it's a bit unfair sometimes. But we'll see Gen G. It's not going to be this round as they are just sitting on a singular sheriff, but can they stabilize in the upcoming rounds because they don't have too many left? PRX are only 4 rounds away. We've been seeing the outlaw a lot from Jing. He misses the first, he misses the second. He's in a bit of danger now. He's got to run away, but something is there with a Vandal. Gen G, you did not account for this one. The hate shells will knock Jing out. Jing wanted to greed for another off with a reload, but now backup arrived from Divide. G, all their eyes set on something. He's trying to draw aggro. But it's going to be Meteor who's just checking. There's the jump peek, but it's going to be Divide who swings out first. And now just trying to spray down the close members. The classic comes into play as well. And Divide doesn't need the PRX buff. He'll just get the kills himself alongside Mindfreak.
Yeah, there's just nobody else in the world that does these setups. I mean, PRX just does bizarre stuff, putting the outlaw up on top of the rock there, and then you've got something just holding the angle out in the open, and Jing sticks around just a little bit longer, and that's intentional. That's to buy some extra time there. Make kind of the hand of Gen G, where they say, okay, maybe we can isolate Jing. Maybe he overstayed his welcome. Like you were just saying, sometimes he overheats. Sometimes he kind of goes for those extra big plays when he doesn't need to, but it's all just bait for something. Even though he whiffs the shots, there's an extra layer there for PRX.
I mean, of course, also the fact that they're double duelists, right? Both of them having that mobility to continue to extend that fight until Divide or Mindfreak, other members of PRX arrive. And Gen G, if they can't get the kill right away, if it's not a headshot one tap, you gotta question whether you want to continue the fight or not.
Mereka nggak bisa main langsung fast press. Apalagi adanya cuman
now it's going to be
siapa namanya?
planted in rubble for this round.
Sama
They've taken
Chris.
over that
Sedangkan
space,
mereka ada
but at the
3,
cost of quite
4
some
sih
big
jatuhnya
util like
4
the
roster
paranoia already being
yang
spent
bisa nge-follow up kalau misalkan
the
duelisnya tuh masuk.
as well. Classic Gen G coming out, classic default with this composition. Spread out the lurks across the map, see if you get a reaction. Now at 50 seconds, they still haven't cleared the Cypher setup though on C. That's going to be their next
Kalau misalkan kalian bingung kenapa C-nya ditinggalin, karena sebenarnya kan ada trip. Jadi setengahnya pun kalau misalkan mereka masuk pun tuh
they got him trying to creep forward, but it's just not enough, and something clears that. And Gen G, they wanted to rotate back, they wanted to plant something in C, but now they'll have to just start to walk in and clear all these traps. They have no idea where Forsaken might be. They're creeping forward. They thankfully will clear out the Cypher, and now taking over the site is going to be a quick surround by PRX. Revolving door and something now from
Bisa
Defender's Spawn
anjing
as well.
kayak gitu.
Trying to clear the angles. He draws the sight of one, and that's going to be the cue for the rest of the team to start pinching it forward. Divide trying to draw aggro, but he goes down. Now, a 2v2. Gen.G, can they win the duels? It's going to be Munchkin who wins one. Now a 2v1. Mind Freak, he gets one. Can he get the second? The spray now not quite
So
landing.
close.
And Munchkin
Close banget.
finally gets one more on the board for Gen.G.
He almost had that.
Almost.
He almost had that. I think you got to ding through the wall there. Absolutely bonkers stuff today from Mind Freak. I mean, he is playing some of the best Valorant we have seen. This Omen stuff, this is a huge win right there. If Forsaken gets one before he's traded, now, if you want to fault PRX at all there and say that Forsaken gets a little bit ahead of things, Forsaken just trying to see if he can catch him off guard a little bit, but fortunately for Gen.G,
Dia masih map pertama
they
sih.
know, they're wise to the trickery of PRX. They know that you never know when one player is going to be pushing ahead of the rest, trying to see if they can find that extra value. Texture out ahead. Be grabbing that orb early again, but a three-man stack
Masih
here.
bakal ulti.
Got
Si
Jing, Divide,
siapa Fate-nya?
and Mind Freak ready
Karena
to
mau
rumble.
karena jatuhnya ini mau
Available for
masuk
Lakia.
nih.
He's
Oke.
set up for it. Now, are they ready for the close hold, though? So audio may not matter as much. The DK is going to be something they're looking forward to, trying to hold them, bottleneck them in tree. And so
Jatuhnya
far,
bakal
PRX
balik
succeeds just
gitu.
a bit. Divide trying to bounce back and forth. He gets sighted first, and Texture with a nice flick back around. He clears the entire site on his own alongside his
Kan
trusty
itu gunanya
Moonbot.
Fate ulti karena
And
benar-benar
that should
gak ada
be
suara
a
guys.
quick
Ingat,
round for
Fate
Gen.G as they
ulti
look
itu
forward
membuat
to
lu
a sixth
semuanya
round win. Only two members of Live. PRX, Bulldog, and Vandal in hand.
Yeah, gonna have to be a save now. Although Forsaken has taken a position, he's gonna try to find cheeky exit frag potentially. Something going on a bit of a look about.
Pico sih.
Seeing if anybody's gonna come through there quick, see if he can get a freebie. Not gonna be given over there. Great execute from Gen.G on the back of that Nightfall. I mean, I like what Divide did there, where he kind of sidestepped the Boombot and was gonna hold the angle, but Texture just so fast. Then the transfer over on a Mind Freak as well, absolutely nuts. He's ready for the third, and that's round over. So, I mean,
Dari
seen
sini
it
tuh
time and time again
momentumnya
this
ada di
year that
Genjet.
Texture can pick up these
sebenarnya.
big multi-kills
Jadi
for
kalau
you
misalkan
and just completely
PRX
turn things
hati-hati
around. And
main
Gen.G
kayak biasanya,
back on track to potentially make this a competitive
takutnya
match.
And that's something that really carried Gen.G forward and
Bakal
impressed a lot of
comeback,
people
guys.
around the world was that
Bisa
they could take
comeback
turns having those
dari
moments.
dari sisi
And
Genjetnya.
very truthfully, we haven't seen too many yet here on the first map of this best of three. But Texture will put one into the highlight reel to make sure that Gen.G is not out just yet. PRX not close to map point, only 10 rounds.
Yang kill keduanya Texture
Yet. And there we go. The replays are coming back for Texture. Trying to loosen himself up.
Bukan langsung di time out sama Alex. Karena tadi
He's
momentumnya
like,
tuh bener-bener
where's
ada
that? Oh, there's
di
the
apa?
tone. Here we go. This is how we start that song.
Ada
He's back
di
in tune.
Genjet, makanya langsung di time out.
I just love Texture, man. He's so funny on camera. He's just always singing or reacting. And
He's a jokester.
He is. It's great to see. So now you got to kind of rethink what you're doing here, because that extra space you're giving up at Rubble hasn't really worked out. It's intentional for sure from PRX, holding back, trying to see if you can, again, get these contact reactions. But the Nightfall in particular, really challenging, even with the paranoia and all those flashes and stuff that PRX throws out.
Nih, Alex
isn't
sini
enough
kayak
to
udah
really
santai
stop the
aja.
momentum of Gen.G when they're doing that execute. So now you got to rethink. I think we're going to see
Ya,
some more Rubble
nyantai
control. I
dulu,
think that's something that
kita lihat
obviously worked
mereka
out
play
in their
contact di
eco
stair.
round win when they had the extra advantage of having an outlaw.
Oh, ganti setup
Vandal
berarti.
for
Ganti setup berarti sekarang mereka ngambil kontrol C, A-nya ditinggalin. Jadi mungkin mereka bisa ngambil banyak apa namanya, push C, bener-bener push C.
That's something you got to consider here.
Sian Jason sih sebenarnya.
Mound hit. I think this will be showstopper given order to Jing.
4 cok, oh kan 4 maju pasti nih.
Easy orb, and of course this allows you to set up Forsaken in a bit of a trap on A with the Cypher setups. Now really just trying to make sure that they cannot take over backside too easily. Trying to look for the picks rather upon the entry. Now PRX will try to funnel them towards the A side. It's all going as planned, but whether they can arrive in time is the big question. Texture goes in. Does he send it? The showstopper. It's not checking drop just yet. He's not wise to it at all. His teammates are going to start to funnel in. One gets seen. It's a burst, but only one. As Forsaken
Maksudnya get one, oke, masih oke lah.
Gen.G, thanking their lucky stars on that one as they haven't taken too much damage just yet. Texture holding close from heaven, but I'm not sure if he was spotted by the Trailblazer. Not at all. He's hiding right behind the tungsten screen. He counts for one. That's one down. Tries to hide back into it. Jing goes way far. The showstopper not finding its target. Texture still alive. He stabilizes for another gun. Might bring in the short. He won't find its targets just yet. The Nanoswarm keeping them at bay, and Jing, they've got the post plants, they've got the angles. The Nanoswarm will be cleared by Jing. He's quick on that, but they have to push. They have to get kills. It's a 2v3. The spike is ticking down, and they are just getting pressured as Meteor gets yet another kill. The paint shells, but Jing only 8 HP. Gets one kill. Can he at least drop all the weapons? No, it's going to be Lakia who will get the last kill.
On Pixel, ND.
7.
I mean, this is, again, Texture with just positioning this time. Not just great entry, great gunplay, but just a positioning thing that isn't accounted for.
Saya tadi nggak dicek sama mereka.
Karena smoke begitu. Drop that doesn't get any contact. So then they throw the Trailblazer, but does not see Texture. They're trying to set up Jing to find that player. It's a little too close that he can blast back into, get that free pick onto the Flood retake. But the one player that probably you would have liked to have knocked out of that round, left unaccounted for. Great stuff there from Gen G.
Oh, and Texture finds sight of at least one, maybe both members as he's throwing the paint shells as well. Just trying to make sure that they don't have an exit. Now baby door broken open. So they have an idea of where the exits might have happened. Genji now stabilizing as Meteor clears mount. On the other side of the map, they're really spreading their control of this attacking round.
Forsaken though,
masalahnya sekarang di sini.
Contact off those.
Kalau misalnya Forsaken ngasih side-nya,
camera
ada
on the
sulit.
other side. Something sliding over, but there's been no pressure at A, so now you have to kind of start to assume that maybe C might be being thought about. Spike's still in spawn for Gen G, so they're trying to figure out exactly what Paper X's bigger change up after that timeout was going to be, right? The previous round was a little bit of an eco.
Satu trap udah,
you expect that this is
kamera nggak ada.
Really, you know, maybe there's going to be
kita spread
a
out yuk,
response, maybe there's going to be a crunch out of Baby Door or something like that, but instead,
dapat kontrol. Rotasi. Langsung rotasi. Ini nggak ada C berarti.
Before the execute happens, is 3 going to be enough for Paper X? As we do see
the
spray coming
enough,
through the smoke, nobody close. They 7 clear the second trip, but it's going to be something that draws the aggro first. Forsaken good for a double. Jing still alive on the site. Something trying to bounce back out as Jing flies forward, but he's just going in through aim training as all these targets fly at him. 1v2. Can he get the clutch? He's already been spotted. He's going to plant with the help of the paint shells. Finds one. Doesn't have time, but he has to stick the plant. Will he have it? He stops it. Divine knows. And he goes for the peak. Texture with the
Gila.
and once again, Gen G out from the depths of hell.
Half nge-troll sih
What are you
sebenarnya.
supposed to do against that? That's unfair. He's just insane. Paper X does so many of the right things here. Forsaken, something, Jing, all there to try to cover for this. And yeah, he gets Forsaken. You know, Jing does a good blast pack. Try to buy a little bit of a he gets up on top of the box. Texture's just better. He plays this timing perfectly. Divide, you know, you kind of have to think that Divide might be trying to push you with the timing after that.
Gila.
Fired up.
Jadi klip ini.
You see Lakia's face there too. His teammates can't believe it either. I mean, yes, he's your star player, but this is not normally Texture. And then he just chuckles it off. Just another round, just another day for the Korean duelist on Gen G.
Mind-blowing. I mean, the way he plays that time at the end of it too, just absolutely brilliant. You can see Defy a little bit befuddled, not maybe expecting that last repeat, maybe not quite reading the time situation as well as he could. Maybe rethinking that one, but you know, you want to try to push him, but there just isn't enough space there. When he starts planting right before that 4 second, right? It takes 4 seconds to plant the spike. And you gotta kind of wonder, all right, what's he gonna do? All right, well, I'm just gonna try to go to a different position, I think is what Mindfreak is thinking. I'm gonna let him get the plant, and I'm gonna reposition from behind that pillar and try to go somewhere else, somewhere unexpected. Texture just reads it perfectly. Now he's up to a positive KD after that ace.
Yeah, it's been a rough going so far on Lotus, but he's back on top, and now Meteor finds a pick on C as well. That will slow things down for Gen G. They know they have options. With the Cypher down, they can go anywhere. The immediate call comes out. They've been spotted, and something follows through. You have to watch out for this. Paper X, what they see an opening, they will not let go. They will drag you back. But Meteor says,
Apa
welcome
di-pick?
right into my
Why
arms.
di pick?
2 down with the Outlaw. Tries to peek around the boom bot, not going to find an opening. Now he's just trying to play for time as the rest of his team is creeping into the site. Guiding Light comes out. Genji has to make a decision. The call comes out to try to reinforce, but Meteor may not need any assistance as he gets
Mereka harus
another.
balik.
Still only half armors on the
Karena
remaining
bakal
members
di
of Paper X as well.
4.
This is not
Maksudnya
the fight you
tinggal
want to be taking with
4
just
versus
stingers
2.
in hand for Paper X. So
Akan
now
balik.
you're going to back off and try something a little bit different, but Genji
Nggak
hot on their
mungkin,
heels.
nggak mungkin Jing
Opting
nge-pick
to try
karena
to
ketahuan
take a
ada
little bit
bot
more
di situ.
contact. Love these outlaws coming out from Meteor against the ecos of Paper X. Save a little bit of extra cash. Able to cover the flanks really nicely with it as well. So this little
Ya udah,
adjustment
balik. Langsung full
for
A.
Genji
Kan.
has caused Paper X quite a bit of grief.
30 seconds left.
This is just so good. They know that the Cypher was gone from C site, but instead of waiting to see if the rotates have already happened, you don't know if Paper X is split or not. They decided to just deathball it into the site, playing with the advantage of numbers. 3 inside tree, Meteor holding from afar next to Rubble. Mindfree will try to cause a bit of a ruckus with the Shrouded Step. They definitely heard it through the wall, but are they aware of where he might have landed? You won't get a reaction. Genji, they are just patient. They know they are so close to trying to tie this up. On Lotus, their map pick. This best of 3 in stage 1. Tapping the spike, Mindfree recognizes the members, but Meteor's there for the flank. That's a 4K now. Outlaw picked up for Jing. He'll try to do what he can, but it's only got 1 shot left in it. He can't go for the double, and Munchkin will clean things up. That's an interaction I didn't really ever think about with the Outlaw. But
Yeah.
it's a rough one for sure.
He had to gamble a bit there, right? It just did. I don't think it quite clicked with him. Realized he was looking for the headshot, but
Sure.
yeah. I mean, still Meteor though, so good with it. 4 kills in the round for him.
Bisa tahu ya mereka yang 140 itu yang mana? Apa karena Iko tadi? Sorry, gue nggak ngeliat Iko ya. Iya, Iko ada yang benar.
Utilize as well. Now you've got a lot of ults for both sides. Both sides of showstoppers. You have the Neural
Nah, di
Theft
sini
and the Seekers.
kalau misalkan
Fighting
balikin
spin the lockdown. So a lot of
Ooh.
counter utility play. Genji this time going to be taking mountain control with the TP in the back.
Paranoia
Mantap.
out, but he's not going to land the shot. Devi will stop it, and that should stop the advance from Paper X entirely. As Jing will slow things down just enough for something. He's thinking about peeking out of this revolving door. Off of the Guiding Light as well.
It's okay, it's
Team
okay.
thumbs are right back in form for
Walaupun
Paper
Mindfree kayak,
X.
what the
As
fuck?
they will get another round.
Kenapa harus
And
gua
I do
gitu?
just want to let Achilles know on the desk that Paper X finally got a round back once they bought the Odin. So, you know, I don't know. Causation,
Anjir.
correlation, not quite sure where it lands, but it's there.
It is
Itu
a
namanya
very
lu
powerful
ngambil
gun
round
in
by
Forsaken's
force.
hand.
Wasn't
Baksa
exactly
anjing.
using all that round.
Didn't
but-
matter, but it was there. That's all. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Jing there gets so much air.
Yes.
Then the fact that he's able to, again,
Woo!
nobody recovers faster from landing after blast packs than Jing. He
Absolutely.
is just unreal at his ability to stabilize
Oh,
his
udah
aim.
deh. Udah lah.
It's tricky to
Capek
do.
lah.
Now we're going to see that Odin come into play as the door is being pushed by Genji. Forsaken somewhat aware of it, but not able to find any. You know, he found a little bit of damage on Echo Baby. Okay, Meteor.
All right, Meteor. He's definitely had to play Jing a couple times
Oh
before,
my
but
God.
Okay.
Kieran goes down. So much damage done. Texture took a big
Have you
chunk
more?
earlier as well. Now you wonder, is it even worth pushing for this Odin? They're going to try to draw that aggro over to the B side. This is all set up for Texture. If he can get a kill, they can immediately rotate back as well. But it's just going to be the Neural Theft, and Texture knows there's no way out. You have to push the B side. The post plant, they'll have to worry about that afterwards. They will
Okay.
look to push everyone out. The
Default.
pit used for one side. Texture takes over Heaven. The rest all choosing to stay inside the pit. So Texture's gonna have to buy a lot of time before the retake happens.
This is tricky for PRX because there's no money left for
Sulit nih.
Forsaken. Got enough to buy, but he's gonna have
Harusnya
to
tetap
work over
ikut.
that Odin. Jeez, he knows
gosh.
these angles so well.
Yeah, I mean, barely just scrapes the cap off of Raze's head. But overall, Genji, they get the read that with the Odin spam and no approach, that this might be a save. They read the credit
Sulitnya dua smoker
situation
gitu
here
kalau
for the
misalkan lo ngasih
potential
space
Odin.
aja.
Want to do some damage. Of
Pusing.
course, not entirely necessary. Lakio, of course, has his
Karena
nice
susah
as well.
ngontrolnya.
Other members sitting with
Tadi
enough
ada
to
Viper
buy
Pit.
into the next round.
Forsaken udah pakai ulti.
Genji will let the
Udah
round
5
pass
baru
10 to
kepake
11
juga itu kan.
scoreline. We'll have to take a look how
Jing
this
tadi
impacts
baru
the next
kepake.
round as Odin saved over by
Sulit.
Forsaken.
I want to ask you, Will. Did you feel like Paper X was going to try that retake anyway? Like, did you have it in the back of your mind?
You know, yeah, somewhere in my mind. Until I really saw Mindfreak really sit at the other edge of that map, I'm like, well, they might.
Yeah, yeah. It's in your mind, right?
I mean, because they've done things where it's just Forsaken spamming and everyone sprints across, masking their audio. Like, they've done some crazy things with weapons they shouldn't have. So
Exactly.
You can never count them out, and I think that's why Gen G was a little cautious. But now, round 22, this is going to be the big one. Gen G continuing with their default opening to take over Rumble, and Paper X, they want to punish it this time. It's going to be a fast push out. Meteor, he's good for one. He makes the dash go away from the other. And now the backup has arrived for Gen G as well. They've cut off the forces pushing out of B main, and Meteor, if he can get that kill, if he had gotten it, the map opens up for Gen G, but something will back off.
That was close for something. He's going to have just enough time to get out, but he still has no help. Everybody's leaning towards A. The read a little bit off kilter. Finally, with that Prowler coming through, now they're starting to shift back over, and it's immediate change in direction from Gen G. They're working the map so nicely.
Yes, still a full minute as well. Now the big benefit is, of course, Cypher set up on A, and Mindfreak understands he can't give up too much space on B main. They need to get that information nice and early. And so, Paper X, they will hold 2-1-1 spread out across the map. Trailblazers up their mound on that timing. It's going to be the Odin pressuring. See if there's a reaction.
Laki bakal ulti.
To help hit the tripwire. The Boombot will take the hit for that one, but the Nightfall, it's going to force Forsaken now. Does he stick around? He tags one with the cam. Makes sure that they don't approach, and that buys him just enough time to try to get away. Still no audio, and he has no idea that the rope's been taken. Busy with the reload on the Odin. Mindfreak takes over drop. Spike already planted though, and Gen G set up for the post-plant. Texture with a bit of a curveball, the wild card. Something might have seen him because he catches the barrel, chases him down, and immediately swivels for a second headshot. And now it's just going to be Meteor and Munchkin, 2v2, but the health not on their side. Nanoswarm buying time. The second one has to be launched right away. It's a lot of time bought. They couldn't clear the time. Half not done. Now switching up that position, trying to push it. They actually just get it with the spray, and if Munchkin can't get it, it's going to be Meteor, who's just buying time. Still enough for Mindfreak. He tries to turn away, but Munchkin finds a sliver of an angle. They are tied up 11-11 after what seemed an insurmountable 10-4 lead for Paper X.
Yeah, I mean, Paper X trying to get aggressive early, trying to see if they can win some of those duels, but it's actually Meteor. The sidestep, something with an impressive double. But still, Gen G able to get into those post-plant positions, hold those angles just long enough. Trying to play a little bit of game of tap the spike and dance around as Paper X, and it doesn't really fool Gen G too much at all, but it's all that early game kind of anticipation of the pressure, dealing with it, and working the map nicely. Here we go, fast hit now out the open.
Just right through the screen for Texture to pick up a triple. Paper X, they tried to adjust, and Mindfreak's holding on for dear life. If he gets a third, it's a totally different story. Now a 1v2 for Forsaken. Can he do it when Paper X needs it most? The setup all the way on C site, but the load from Meteor is faster than Forsaken might expect. He has no idea, and it's going to be the kill. 12-11 map point for Gen G as the crowd goes wild in Seoul.
I mean, again, Paper X tries to a little bit sooner than they have been on this Rebel take. The Texture is so ready for it. He gets enough comfort with that initial hit, and no real bothering by the utility there. He gets ahead of the Sky Flash. The reveal from Locky is so good. And then Mindfreak gets even deeper than Gen G's ready for, so he picks up 3 huge kills, but still the round win comes from Gen G, so it's either going to be Gen G or overtime scores by Paper X. The Texture side for both teams has been really good, but so far Gen G's maybe just slightly better, especially with this showstopper coming into Texture's hands.
Yeah, and they know Paper X, they failed the fight on Rebel the previous round, so Gen G just calling them out on it, trying to pressure it once again. Takes the orb as well, sees if there's a reaction. It's a classic setup, and Paper X, they might have to go for a bit of
chill out.
A Hail Mary here. Just make sure that you stick to your guns and say
Harusnya bisa
Gen
take
G,
off
they
something.
will try to push
Something
and
bisa take
pull
off
us, but
Micek.
they are set up on Rebel. That's the current call for Paper X.
And now you're worried about some kind of counter trap developed by Paper X in between rounds on this A side. think something's looking potentially to get not just a pick, but maybe get an orb as well. Get that Blade Storm going.
Nice clear on the side of Mound, though. So now PRX, they know for certain as his door is open that it's going to be an A hit. Forsaken, does he look for a timing? He creeps in. He hears the Cypher Cage, but that's just bait from Munchkin. The absolute 200 IQ play baits out the Cypher. Jing trades for something, but they've already lost quite a few. Divide trying to clear the site. Spike still not planted. The Showstopper will have to be used by Texture to make sure they have enough time. 3v2 for Gen G. Munchkin holding from afar by Rubble. Tries to cover their bases. The Showstopper sent to cover drop. Now Spike planted. Mind Freak, does he use the toxic screen against them? The smoke to see if there's a peek, but not quite just yet. Drop gonna be filled up by Jing. It's going to be a pinch from PRX. Mind Freak's creeping up, but the barrel shows as Lakia turns his head. Texture gets the kill onto Jing, and Mind Freak knows he has to get it, but not in time.
Nice try!
GL of Gen G will close out an insane 13-11
Gila.
on Lotus.
It's unbelievable, and the comeback here from Gen G, it's that determination they've had all year, that never give up attitude. So many of their games have gone to 3 maps. They've gone the distance. They have played an insane amount of games already here in 2024. You can see that they are not breaking. They are holding fast. They are holding firm. Attacker side for both teams really good. Something I want to mention, it's been the defender side actually on this map that's been really kind of their bread and butter this year so far, but both teams have some great adaptation.
Match-nya gila, Cok.
Absolutely. PRX came out swinging with a lot
Genji-nya
of good
kacau
ideas,
sih.
with a lot of good reads, but they ran out of
Bener-bener
steam
play
in the end,
rap
and we'll have the
bener-bener.
analyst desk coming on to the show to break down the action a little bit further.
And just when you thought maybe Gen G was gonna lose their map, they said, nope, this is our map pick, Lotus, and they bring it back. But it didn't look like it was going to be that way.
It looked really dominant in the first half. I think like all of Wars fought with deception, and Forsaken was a shadow. Like the way he was lurking around, Gen G, sometimes they just wouldn't expect him. And when they do expect him, he's on another part of the map, and it's just so confusing for them.
It was an incredible run back. It felt like the insanity of that Texture ace, which was effectively a 1v5, is what really cemented it. I will say though, for William, who is making a bit of a note towards me on the cast, and I'm saying this because he's walking past the moment. Yeah, they were looking good with the Odin, but I seem to recall that Gen G didn't use the Odin too much, and they happened to win this map. So maybe the Odin just causes you to lose. I don't know what it is. But this was a hell of a banger opener, and if this is what we can expect from Icebox as well, with the confidence of PRX to pick that map coming in, oh boy, it's going to be one hell of a series.
Yeah, both of these teams definitely did not let us down. 12 first kills on both sides, and I think you're right, Achilleos. The moment Texture got that insane kill, everything started to turn around. That's when you start to see Gen G's confidence. Coach Alex was saying that just now. Once Gen G gets that confidence, that's actually the most unstoppable thing about them.
Ridiculously, yeah. I mean, it's that confidence for sure. I mean, at the start, you know, they were starting to struggle a little bit. PRX started to push out against them. PRX won the pistol at the start of the second half. But slowly, Gen G started to, you know, switch up the pace a little bit. They got information with Lakia. Texture started to go in for, you know, those triple kill rounds. There was that one specific round where he got a triple kill onto A's site off of Lakia's information and support, and then the entirety of PRX couldn't retake anymore. After that, Gen G started to pick up momentum, and that's where the confidence starts to build up.
Efek
Yeah,
kacau,
the
coy.
turnaround from Texture began after, you know, in kills
Bentar ya,
to where
gua
he ended up
sorry.
is
it's going to have some good value too, though, as this force spike comes out with the half armors from PRX. Surely they suspect an outlaw when it's Gen G with Texture and Meteor. So we'll see what ideas they have. It's going to be a high pop flash from the KO. Texture just throwing out the Paranoid to buy more time. Allows him to reposition a little bit. Something with the hard dive in with the dash, but Munchkin already there from behind the site, and Texture gets another with the Outlaw. Mind Freak's already close with the Stinger, and he's going to be able to kill Texture. Not able to stabilize in the smoke. And the spike will be planted. It's surrounded by the walls. Lakia finds the scope of one. Mind Freak going down. And Jing all alone. Stinger in hand. Judge and Bulldog to work with for Gen G. It's going to be the Dizzy that's used to clear away from Heaven. And now creeping in from Charon. The Judge actually gets the kill from about medium range from down below. And we will see Lakia pick up yet another point going towards his Thrash.
I mean, it's an interesting idea from PRX. You send Devi, who's, I think, just had a ghost or something. It wasn't one of the other upgraded SMGs that the rest of PRX opted for. But he just loses out to Charon. Could have been expecting some early aggression, able to use that against him. The rest of the guns not really revealed until they get on the site, but it's not managed very well by PRX. Jing doing a good job avoiding the Dizzy, trying to set himself up, gets the dink and tries to re-aggress onto it. Fortunately for him, it's a Judge that he's going to be facing in that situation. So now it's Stingers and a Vandal and half buys. So this Outlaw could get a ton more value as well for Texture on this A site.
I mean, the Outlaw, the Judge, it's all going as planned for Gen G. They'll even take the ult door very nice and quick, 1 point away from that null command. And now they will back up the utility, letting Gen G know that this is an execute onto the site. Texture's holding close. He gets spotted by the dash, so he's gonna have to buy time as Munchkin will take out one of the Paranoia for support, but it's going to be PRX that just absolutely overwhelm Gen G. So he will go for another plant. This time, no Sage left alive, so no wall to block off the lines of sight. Meteor takes advantage of the long range, picks off the Viper, forces away something with the Nano Swarms, ready for the trade as well. Forsaken eventually wins out, but that gives time for Gen G. The rest of the forces to push through. The Thrash will clear out all the areas, finds him, and he is detained. And forget any sort of disrespect, they will just be going for the defuse. Lakia barely lands in time to get the kill without taking any damage. But it's going to be the third round nonetheless.
Yeah, I mean, Munchkin's so devastating with the Guardian. Saw it a lot in Madrid, I think kickoff. Able to find some value early. Yeah, PRX gets the plant down, but losing some pieces of the puzzle along the way. I think it's Devi that started with the rifle in this round. That's so dumb. Munchkin, you're so good with that gun. It's not even fair. There's good trades here for PRX, but the weaker weaponry certainly hurts. And a good start. Yeah, let him know, Lakia. It's a good start for sure for Gen G. The force buy, of course, making that third round that much easier. Lakia pinging the orb, but not going for it. Gets slowed up and just backing off here.
Yeah, doesn't want to take that risk with the slow orb and the utility coming out as well. Paranoia at the ready. This is a trap play set up by Gen G. They're going to push forward. The Dizzy tags him as well. They're ready for belt push, but Texture not able to get the kill just yet. So down to 4 members, 4 rifles for Gen G. A dash in, but something, he's been surrounded. Lakia tries to push him, but something's just waiting for that opportunity. And that allows the rest of PRX to try to swarm the site. Munchkin and Meteor holding true in the back of sight, trying to isolate the 1v1s, but they can't get in. The null command will just go down at the back. Charon not able to res as Munchkin eventually gets taken out. A 3v1. Charon, the rookie star, quiet in the first map. Can he find an opening in the second? Gets pinged, uses that against him, isolates one. Ready for another, goes for the repeat, but can't find Forsaken, already waiting wide away from the corner.
Well, tempo of this match certainly feels very aggressive for both teams. You wouldn't think so without a duelist on the side of Gen G, but they're happy to try to take space. They're trying to catch PRX, you know, over-aggressing onto those touches. Munchkin's been aggressive on them earlier. This time, it's going to be Lakia who goes for it, wisely backs off. I don't know how something wins that battle, but then something peaks an angle. There's 2 players at Gen G there. He gets taken down. But on the other side, the trades are much better for PRX when they swing around towards the box. Able to get some nice kills, able to lock it down, but it's been very chaotic so far. As we haven't seen Icebox
Karena kalau misalkan lo lihat dari komposisi map, buat apa ya? Buat taking space itu susah kalau misalkan jadi duelist. Sama aja gitu. Retake-nya juga jauh-jauh. Kecuali lu pakai jet atau misalkan istilahnya apa ya? Lu play holding.
Despite having a 3-1 lead, of course the econ very low. Munchkin gets the kill from afar as we see extra damage coming in from Charon with the right click. Now just trying to retake some space, but with the rifle recovered, when does Genji call for the save? Try to bank up some econ once again. He's ready for it. Sees the leg! And he will swing right back, trying to clear both corners at the same time. That might be the opening they needed. Charon eventually goes down. Munchkin, does he get the call that someone's close? Might have caught a glimpse of him, and he's going to get 4 on for the ace. But he needs to defuse the spike as well. Not sure about the position, waiting for Devi, who's oftentimes lurking, but not going to find him just yet. Devi will tease him with the timer. Munchkin just wants to take away the weapons one last time. Devi will secure the round. 2-3 for PRX.
Kira bakal
I mean,
kedua
one
ace
round for
lagi.
Munchkin, though. Yeah, you get the win as PRX, but you don't get much else. Lose a lot of players. In fact, Devi even goes down to the spike there at the end, so this is a great opener. But Munchkin's just so good. That's a nasty shot. Jing there using that wall to get up top. And just barely, they're able to get through it. Jing, when they used to play this map 2 years ago, was playing on the Sage a lot, so kind of going back into that comfort pick here for PRX. No Devi on Chamber. I was kind of curious to see if we were going to get to see a repeat of
Kalau
it,
misalkan mereka bisa
but certainly in this
utilize
current meta,
dari Icebox,
claim so much space,
sekarang
especially
ada
on your defender
window
side.
nggak jelas itu ya.
Keep so much
Kalau misalkan
information
bisa
under
tuh
your
bagus aja.
control.
Cuman
Meteor,
permasalahannya,
Killjoy on the B site.
nggak tahu lah, gue kurang paham.
Holding with that util that allows
Itulah kenapa
Genji
si
to go for their defaults once again.
second kalau misalkan
Push out A, taking the orb, and immediately
Aaron si
no
main freak
reset to
kalau
mid
misalkan
this
dilihat
time for a
dia ada
fast
stay
rotate
langsung
to
di mid
either
gitu
side.
kan.
Texture holding A with
Karena
the
jatuh-jatuhnya
Moving the
dia
nano
pasti
swarms.
bakal buat nahan gitu
No
loh.
command comes through though, so it's
Tadi
not going
mati.
to be allowing
Nggak
the
apa-apa.
Killjoy to hold
Kebetulan.
off the side any longer. Meteor actually backs out just to hold an angle, sees the gun barrel. The spike will get planted, but it's going to be Genji, who already has so much space and a numbers advantage 4v3. Now the alarm bot goes off. They know that they're still bouncing around the entry from green into the site. Yellow not cleared yet for Genji. All of them grouped up. The paranoia goes all the way through. Should have hit something, but they can't find him right around the edge just yet. And Meteor, he's still running and gunning when he swings around. Something will barely get that kill with 28 HP. The snake bite clears it right at the end in the pit, but it's right up against the wall. The spike should be easy to spam through. Little bro tries to go for it, and Lakia swings out to assist the little bro.
Nice try.
And it's going to be Wingman going for the defuse once again, 4-2.
Susahnya double smoker tuh kayak gitu. Pas take controlnya. Belin banget, belin aja.
By the time he gets there, the pit's already in. What are you going to do against this? And it makes it so challenging for them. Okay, you get the 1-for-1 trade earlier. Meteor, great positioning, great footwork.
Tapi yang gua nggak ngerti itu kenapa mereka ambil unnecessary fight. Apalagi Genji jatuhnya kan nungguin mereka kan. Nungguin mereka ngepick, bener-bener ngepick. Itu bener-bener di pre-aim anjing tadi. Dari round sebelumnya juga. Pas defending.
Stabilization, seeing if they can maybe get that lockdown into play right around the corner. Texture watching for that belt player.
And the jump peaks trying to come in for Jing. Not sure if they quite spotted him clearly just yet. Might have gotten a ping on the mini-map. But at the end of the day, not able to take too much space. It's going to be the null command used as well, and Munchkin actually moves away. They're trying to just empty A site and see if they bite on the side of PRX. Lakia hiding by the smoke. He catches the side of the blade, sir. Lakia wants none of that from something. Obviously, one of his debut highlights here on Xbox. Go back. Ready with the flash drive and the dizzy. The double flash is being prepared. Can they clear out the lockdown? The lineup isn't going to land, and it should just be able to clear that lockdown out. But still, so much utility used by PRX. Genji will respect it. Paranoia early to retake the site. Something should be wary of this. The wingman clears the corner, and Lakia swinging around already. Gets one kill off the top of net. And that's the position for PRX cleared out. Forsaken now wrapping around. They want to protect the pin, and it's going to be an all-out brawl right outside the pin as we see Genji continuing to get the kills. Forsaken not able to pick up an upgrade to the weapon. Only Mind Freak left. Spike down. outside of his comfort zone. And it will be defended by all three members of Gen G. A Hail Mary push out as the pit goes down, trying to recover, trying to isolate the members. But Lakia is still around the corner, no time left. And it will be the round for Gen G.
Oh,
as Mindfreak will
okay.
get a consolation kill onto Lakia.
It's okay. Dapat
It's everything in the
upgrade.
kitchen sink thrown at this round by PRX. And they still can't get over the line. They still can't get that win. Perfect placement on that frag bet by Munchkin on the lockdown. That's a tough one to get sometimes because it has to land so perfectly because there's only a small circle that the fragment can clear just by itself on that lockdown that's right next to where it lands. So really nicely done by him to get that, having just a phenomenal map. For Gen G is Munchkin in so many different ways. Setting him up really nicely there. And certainly Alex trying to get them back on track, but with all those ultimates used there, Will, now you start to worry about PRX because even in a round where you feel like you've got that opportunity, you can get that pit down, you can use that lockdown, okay, it gets cleared, so what? You have the Blade Storm, you have everything you need to get a thrifty win, but it doesn't come through. Gen G's just too good right now, controlling the edges. I think Forsaken gets a little greedy, trying to go for that rifle up on top of Nest there. I mean, I get why he did it, but that costs them, you know, maybe it's safer to just play in the pit at that point, make sure you get the plant.
Yeah, I thought he had a moment, but of course, I mean, this is something that PRX is so good at in the first map on Lotus, was recognizing that Gen G will also never let go of the pedal once the fight starts. The trades always continuing to flow in. But as you mentioned, the ult's gone, but it's going to be a force up into the rifles, only a share for Forsaken on the side of PRX. Meanwhile, Kieran still happy to pick up the judge here, as we've seen that PRX is going to keep up the pace to 11. Really push the sights in. That's going to be the trap play set up here on green. Mosh used to push him back, allows Kieran to set up close by the door. Forsaken caught a glimpse of it on that jump.
Kalau mereka bisa, kalau misalnya mereka bisa utilize minute-nya tuh asik kayaknya.
Actually, he's going to try to push it.
Oh no,
so
the pop
dangerous.
flash.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and he baits out the weapon sound as well. So gets the information he wants. Meanwhile, Mindfreak was already all the way up tube. Meteor takes a bit of a hit. Divide there. They didn't quite suspect two members in mid already. Munchkin wanted to get him on the exit. And that gives PRX the idea to try to push back up.
Kebiasaan PRX gitu tuh.
Dwindles down the numbers, and Mindfreak now another curveball going under tube. Planting Forsaken back in tube as well. PRX, they're continuing to keep control of mid. Nano Swarm used to allow for Lakia to hold a little bit safer on the side of yellow. Resurrection by Jing.
Yeah,
masalahnya di sini Genji itu ada lockdown nih. Ada lockdown. Nice.
And he'll go down without much of a
Nah,
fight.
lockdown ini dipakai.
Now have control of the site, but Meteor trying to defend his own lockdown with his life.
Masih, gue lagi stream.
That it's going to be
Enggak, maksudnya
Masih map 2.
PRX mas satu sama. Siapa yang menang? Map 1.
Map 1 Genji. M-Laptop. M-Laptop. Mati. Mantap.
Menang berapa? 13-11.
13-11.
Padahal
ini lo di mana? Oh iya. Apa gua di ini?
Twitch nggak bisa, entah kenapa. Oh biasanya nggak dapat.
Twitch bisa gua.
Ya maksudnya kalau misalkan mau nge-stream.
Oh.
Ngambil window capture itu di item bang.
Nggak support cok.
Mesti di Twitch juga setahu gue.
Ini lo lagi menit berapa?
Timeout Genji. 53.
Detiknya
35, 34, 33, 32.
Agak lama ya Anda.
Mas sekarang
Gua udah 25, 24, 23, 22. Dikali 2-in Mac. 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14. Udah.
12.
Iya, 12, 11, 10. Iya. Oke mana cok? Oh nggak ada sih suara.
Hilang anaknya.
Might be happy enough for that. So just saying, perhaps talking about not getting wrapped up in the tempo of PRX.
Susah nih kalau misalkan ininya.
Berapa? 53.
Enggak, masalahnya mereka bawa meta lama toh. Bawa Sage ini.
that everybody's going to be kind of holding the proper space.
Dualisnya 1 something.
Push up tube and Meteor so
Mereka
slow.
bawa meta 2 sentinel
Time
lagi.
and time again on this Killjoy. Now,
Kita kan dari dulu
with the operator of his
mainnya
own,
2
he
sentinel.
should challenge off that snake bubble.
Ya. Masalahnya lawannya 2 smoker, cok.
It's K, Jing can heal.
Apa?
It's true. That armor gone forever.
Mereka
though.
defending ya? Oh nggak, mereka
It's gonna
attacking.
be sheriffs nonetheless. So Gen.G just gonna have to look
Yuk,
for headshots.
jangan
This is
yuk,
all really
balik
once
yuk,
again a
balik
trap
yuk,
play. We've
balik
seen Gen.G
yuk.
rely on this every now and
Yuk.
then.
Ah, mati.
Mas Ilya.
They're actually just gonna try
mati.
to swing out.
Boleh,
They don't want to let
boleh.
PRX approach. They know PRX would check the corners, but they won't find the kills.
Balik
And it's an
boleh
attempt from
sih.
Gen.G, but it's going to fall flat as there's the
Mantap.
aggro drawn. But something
Very
breaks
nice, very nice.
from
Dah.
PRX. Wall goes up,
Round
spike goes
4.
down.
Dapat dong.
And that should be the round as Munchkin sitting solo close to the wall with a sheriff.
Bingung.
Kill or two.
Bingung.
That maybe
Ah,
Jing
nggak bisa
is gonna
kemana-mana.
rope.
Jing mati nih harusnya. Jing mati.
Dapat 1 harusnya.
A rare breed
Ya,
indeed.
at least 1.
Oh my
Bukan.
gosh.
Hmm.
Attempted the
Itu.
3K.
Ah,
Bisa di
Attempted
nggak
it
bisa
for
kemana-mana.
NT bisa 2 itu, Cok.
Like you might
Lumayan.
go big or go
Apa-apa.
home there. You know you're
Gak
probably
apa-apa.
gonna eventually.
Gue sih,
Wow.
gue sih bodo amat mana aja yang menang ya. Yang penting efek menang.
As much as possible.
Ini efek
Change an
jancok.
angle there or something.
Ah,
Ada ini
Enggak,
stage,
goblok,
stage
Nat.
effect.
Go to
Nah,
the right.
iya tahu bodoh nanti di Shanghai.
Oh,
Second kill.
janganlah.
Really nicely done by PRX, but now
Iya, tapi jangan Genji lah. Genji tengil lah.
farmers here and there.
Gedek buat gue liatnya.
Rash still
Makanya.
gonna be in Lakia's
Tapi M-nya
pocket.
texture bagus aja. Bagus.
Has a no
Iya,
command, though,
Cok.
so exactly how PRX wants to play this.
Slow orb to make sure that anyone on pipes are not going to be able to peek out too easily. The 0 point should tag Lakia as well. So
Ya.
in a little bit of trouble. No command immediately.
Balik, abang.
There is no
Ah,
utility
tidak
for
dicek
backup,
seperti
and Lakia
biasa.
trying to make
Ah,
deals for the
tidak
edge, but
dicek.
they just don't check it up top. Munchkin draws the aggro first, and it's going to
Nggak
be
dicek
Ah.
seperti biasa.
side of PRX. Gen.G only taking damage on the side of the
Bye-bye. Mind Prick
That
mati.
takes away the thrash, but it's going to be enough for the
Ah,
Ah, kan.
nggak dicek.
Udah. Udahlah.
Yeah, it's
Ah,
just a player unaccounted
tidak
for there.
dicek.
PRX just
Sulit.
As usual ya. Mau gimana lagi?
shut right down by Gen.G. I don't know what else to say about that. That one angle unaccounted for.
Sulit.
Swing around real quickly. That's gonna be
Epic
one of
sendiri
these
loh.
cases. Great job by Munchkin. Playing that angle
Saya pikir PRX ini.
very
Iya.
nicely. Yeah, that's just a
Yang
shot
pertama di mana?
there, so
Yang pertama Lotus map
what
kayak
do you
gini.
do? GG go
Ah
next.
iyalah
PRX
pasti
in that
Lotus
round
mah.
with
13-11 coy, tapi lumayan.
say other than
Awalnya
those
tuh PRX yang
cut and
leading
check
anjing
fights.
84.
Cuman ya dengan kegoblokannya PRX ya.
Going back to what worked a couple rounds ago, just pressuring mid, trying to draw
Nah,
out
tapi
some of that pressure on the
tapi
side of the map.
lu harus ngasih kredit di
They'll still
Lotus
have to
tuh
deal with textures
mainnya
operator if they
Genji
choose
bagus
to
banget.
be. As we can see on the minimap, Texture trying to
1v5
decide
menang
which
anjing.
angle to hold,
Walaupun
trying to back
jatuhnya
out
PRX yang
further
nge-troll.
towards
Absen
Snowman.
anjing.
As Gen.G's made the decision, they're just gonna hold near boiler, near mid, make sure that they're ready for a flood on either side.
Termati harusnya. Kasih.
Thrash gonna be used to check mid, and it's not gonna find anything. So right back towards Lakia's hands, it will go. Just Divide the lone lurker. All four
Tangan
other
nih,
members of
tolong.
PRX.
Oh, this
Tolong, tolong,
Gak apa-apa, something jago.
tolong.
Something
Itu
loves to
proses
spot
proses
fire
placementnya
yellow.
angle
See it all
anjing.
the time.
Texture's waiting for it, but he won't find the kill just
Terus
yet.
Nice wall.
They will get pressure with the fragment as well. Now the spike absolutely getting planted with
Itu-
the as
itu
well. Let's see
literally
what's
oh,
stolen
5v5.
from Divide on the A side. See if that finds a good timing on the side of
Permasalahannya
PRX.
5v5 ini.
Meteor sitting in the pit, waiting for his teammates to pressure everyone else out. As Karon has eyes on the Killjoy, kept him locked up
Dapat nggak dapat?
mid, and now Gen.G they go for the retake. The Thrash comes out, trying to funnel
Makanya gue
everybody
bilang, masalahnya
out of the
5v5
pit.
ini.
It's going to go land with the Paranoia
Tolong.
out as well. Did they even hear the
Molly.
defuse with the Paranoia?
Ah, udah,
Not quite
NT.
sure. And now it's going to be PRX.
Ya udah kalah.
Nggak ada yang
the
Molly,
pit itself,
Cok.
but it's going to be the defuse that
Molly udah,
already
Molly
started.
abis
Not
cok.
aware of the
Mind break
happening
abis.
done. PRX lose absolute control of their
Mind
own
break
first
abis
pick.
dapat di mid.
Ada.
For second udah dipakai. Udah dipakai early round dia. Dia nggak akan dapat itu tadi.
Harusnya lurking tuh Jing sama main play. Ini mereka main default 1-3 sebenarnya.
like that,
Hmm,
but
hmm,
it's never
hmm.
even attempted. Util just so good for Gen.G that they're able to clear the pit enough. You know, Meteor just sneaking in there right behind that box, able to take a little extra space, just in case when those taps start coming through that he's able to play from
Biasanya
an
tuh mereka
unexpected angle. But
Single smoker
PRX there
ini.
showing a little bit of some of that rust,
Single dead.
some of that lack of coordination.
Goblok.
You know, with Jing coming back into the roster.
Gak ada
Uh,
double dead
oh,
anjing.
Udah Kak, mati. Bye bye. Bye bye.
Mundur.
Emang
Bener.
suka banget gua nge-corner ini, gak bohong.
Goes down from afar. Mind Freak will equalize the numbers.
Mundur,
Meteor picks it right
anak-anak
up where
bajing.
Texture left off. And Jing has to heal.
Jangan.
Should be aware
Mati.
the resurrection
Ah,
comes in and
mati.
Divine
Ah,
tries to go for
mati.
the trade, but it's a
Ah.
double stack. Lakia Munchkin will clean
Nice
things
try.
up, making it fourth the half for
Ah.
Gen G.
Enggak sih
Yeah,
itu.
trying to use
Enggak cowok
the
itu gak
res as
NT,
bait
gak
there,
bohong.
but it doesn't
Gak
fool them
NT
at
itu.
all. Munchkin too crisp, too clean.
Itu goblok.
Really solid half with a slightly different look for Gen G.
Paruh babak.
You know, even not on
Anjay.
the jet, Texture able to find a bit of impact.
Babak tengah.
Really, this is like Munchkin and Meteor
Wow.
just shutting these rounds down.
Sedih.
And Lakia maybe not able to find as much impact as you'd like, but still
Mousepad
good
keren.
information control. You know, making sure
Belilah.
they're checking mid,
Aduh,
making
Iya,
sure that they're
mouspadku mana ya? Kemarin
being
gua
a little
bawa.
bit more diligent about one of the few rounds that caused them a little bit of damage. Otherwise, you can see PRX looking a
Gua
little
udah-
bit dejected after that.
Gua udah
first
dapat
down.
kerja,
I
Mek.
mean, so many
Sumpah,
stinger
gimana?
buys as well, right? But
Iya,
not much further
desain
from them.
Regis.
The idea is there.
Desain
Sure,
Regis
you have a
tuh
sage wall as well. You can force the
Di
plant, cause some close quarters combat.
Rasunas
to go crazy, but not quite see
Cara
it.
Imam
Berarti
Bonjol.
Lots of
Yang dekat
parents
kokas
bringing
dong,
their
ya kan?
kids
Yang ke
to
kiri.
watch some Valorant as
Iya,
well
tapi
as
belum
Lowe's
nyampe
really
kokas.
been taking over
Iya, tahu,
kind
tahu.
of the younger generation.
Bukan belum nyampe sih, masih kesanaan lagi ke arah Imam Bonjol.
All the Korean teams
Jadi
playing
apa tuh?
tonight. A lot of fans out in
Jadi
the
apa tuh?
audience.
Yes.
Oh, jadi
it
GM
was
lah.
Getting raucous
GM tuh apa?
in the crowd when Gen G
General
started
Manager.
rounds together on Lotus.
Jadi
Texture Aces certainly,
CEO.
lit them
Goblok.
fire.
I mean, surely around like that, everyone
Goblok.
around
Mantap,
the world,
Cok.
right? No matter who
Mantap,
you're
Cok.
cheering for,
Goblok.
some good Valorant. But Lotus,
Kalau bisa
both
mantap,
teams really
kenapa
swinging
enggak?
at it, whereas
Kasih
this
senang
time,
di.
PRX still have to
Ih,
find their
serius
footing
gua.
again after
Sejak
the
kapan sih
reset
gua
at the
bercanda?
half. They'll look for the defense. Killjoy set up
Ya,
on
Nggak
tadi-
boleh coba
sejak
kebanyakan
dari tadi
bercanda.
ngomong, posisi juga udah bercanda babi.
Like that. We'll see what type of control they want. 0 point up, they're ready for Forsaken from mid.
Kapan sih gue bercanda? Nggak boleh coba bercanda, nggak baik.
Very similar again.
Nggak seriusan.
Both
Ini
teams kind of
ini
nearing
masalah
each other in their
serius.
pistol rounds,
Nggak seriusan
just
anjing.
like we saw on Lotus. So Gen G
Ih, serius gua.
cycle free.
Dapat berapa lu? Single. UMR.
They kind of
Apa? Apaan gajinya?
Last time it was
Belum,
the-
besok
baru mau bahas,
This is a
kayaknya.
much faster
Oh.
retake attempt
Nggak,
here.
yang nggak
PRX
mungkin
already
lah.
finding one. Munchkin down the trade from
Tahu setara
Mind
Bea.
Freak as well.
Yeah, the flank coming in
Bea
very
mah,
fast. Genji
ini,
wasn't
Cok.
quite ready for that. They
Ngeri
were
anjing
ready to go,
gajinya.
but it seems that they were a little
Iya,
bit
tapi
caught off
kerjanya
guard.
kan
But a good angle from
keras,
Texture.
iya.
He'll steal
Iya,
line with
kerjanya
27
keras juga.
HP. See if that's the deal breaker as Karon swinging around.
Dia dapat
Finds
uang
one.
ini nggak
Lucky's
sih?
gonna pick up the
Uang
kill.
lembur gitu?
Goes for the trade there. And Jing,
Dapat.
everyone solo. Mind
Oke.
Freak's actually gonna pick up the headshot onto two. Lucky and Karon goes down. Texture.
Nggak apa-apa, dapat info.
27 HP. Divide
Susah.
89
Oh my
gets
God.
spotted up top. Texture.
Mati.
Hear the drop, but he
Oh.
can't land the headshot as there's a
right
single
click.
Very
down.
nice.
Right click.
Divide
Very
with the
nice.
kill and the defuse.
Yeah, as much as the beginning part of that round looked kind of similar, it was a
Tapi lu
much faster retake
tanggungan
from
gitu-gitu dapat
PRX.
tuh kayak BPJS
As soon
dan
as that
kawan-kawan.
spike started going down,
Belum
they
tahu,
were
belum
just
tahu.
like,
Besok
"Alright,
baru
let's
mau
go.
dibahas
Let's
kayaknya.
do it."
Hmm.
The late
Oke.
flank there from Mind Freak
Kicik.
catches a ton of value. Once again, having a phenomenal map. I mean, even though
Kabarin kalau
they
mau
haven't
nongkrong.
gone PRX
Apa lu
way
pakai
so
motor nanti?
far, Mind Freak has been
Nanti mau
trying to
beli
start
motor,
today,
mau DP.
able to
Motor
just
yang
get it up there in just a
Kemarin mah.
Yeah, Divide's been very
Hmm.
calm today. It's all
Yeah.
been yips and
Mousepadnya Dapai bagus tuh, gue liat chatnya
all
Zupo.
through all the replays. Obviously, I mean, not too much to
enggak,
cheer for
motor
here
yang
from
kemarin mana?
PRX. They got close, but no cigar on one.
Dijual.
And now,
Kacau.
quite a few
Dijual
rounds
ke saudara-saudara
to go. They
butuh.
wanna get back the lead on Icebox.
Jadi butuh yang ini
from Gen G.
agak murah kan.
So things kinda looking a little bit
Kabarin dong kalau lu nanti belinya apa?
Are they gonna be accounted for? He gets hit.
Ya,
Waiting,
Yeah, the grade of that fence.
barely stays
emang
alive. Had to go for the left
Forsaken
fix.
juga
Also
mati.
would've just hit the
Biasa.
grade as
Ah,
well,
oke.
but it's going to be Mind Freak.
Oke.
Swings out well
Very
aware of the
nice.
lurk-in from Meteor.
Aron mati,
And
Aron
not
mati.
even gonna get the plan, and it looks like Gen G perhaps losing a lot of that value. Texture will pick up a kill. Mind Freak not quite aware of Karon's position. Nice to regain
Harusnya
a bit of
aware
an
sih.
angle. Texture gets another at
Enggak,
long range.
Nggak ketahuan soalnya.
That is the swing out from Karon. He waited
Tahu kan?
so
Nggak ketahuan.
patiently. And he's able to try to hold control of the site. And
Kayak gitu sih,
Texture
Bang.
Bye-bye.
with 30
Menokil.
on the Sheriff makes the crowd go wild once
Thrifty,
again
Cok.
after a few quiet rounds.
Kebiasaan.
It's brutal. Paper X just, I noticed that
Sering kena trik iya nih.
on the other side of the coin, they were being a little bit more diligent about checking for some of those cheeky positions that Munchkin might take. Like
Komentator langsung
give up
anjing.
space early. You know, we saw this at Masters Madrid where Munchkin would push right towards
Oh.
nest and push underneath belt.
Oh.
And this time around, he hides a position that does a ton of damage, but the other end, so Sheriff singing their song.
Lalu jadi apa posisi chefnya atau ininya?
Server.
Oh, server.
Something that Gen G is so
Waiter.
good at on this map, using just those little micro timings to get
Yakin
ahead
lu?
of your
kenapa?
information. And it costs
Bukannya masih ada yang lain
dearly for
yang lebih enak
Paper
gitu?
X.
Maksud,
We're now in Sheriffs of their own. Couple rifles
maksudnya?
for Gen G, a Spectre and a Bulldog as
Waiter
well.
berarti ini dong apa?
So
Yang
now
di restoran kan?
Paper X just trying to
Iyalah.
can guess correctly where this is gonna go. Gen
Gak mau
G's
ngambil
very
lain.
quiet, very slow.
Apa? Yang lain tuh apa?
Gak tahu, gue kan kagak tahu job perhotelan apa. Cok.
Ya, yang available itu bodoh. Antara waiter atau barista. Gajinya 11-12.
Gue pengen barista sih sebenarnya. Jadi lu bisa bikin kafe sendiri.
Iya. Enggak, kalau barista gue juga bisa sendiri.
Ya, maksudnya.
Sebenarnya.
Tapi bukan lu butuh sertifikat. Kok.
Iya.
Di wall, boleh. Di wall. Di wall.
Something dia Ferrari pick the best shot.
Harus lihat tadi anjing sama Jing. Di wall sama
Iya,
dia.
di wall. Lihat gua di wall. Mantep.
Thrifting each other all over the place.
Nyebelin.
Aduh,
I mean, this again,
gue jadi janji.
timed retakes from Paper X where they're gonna wait for you to start
Rese buat rese.
position, and that's when they strike. And it makes it so difficult to recover because they're happy to play these scrappy games. They're happy to play like trust in your own instincts, trust in your own reaction type gameplay. A lot of other teams are thrown off by it. You can see this time, Gen G's done a pretty good job overall handling it, but this time does get the better of them with those guns. So now Thrash going to be used early by Lakia. Get a little
Oh iya, monster dilepaskan.
Nggak mungkin.
Yeah, they're trying to chase through with the shrouded step as well, and Texture
Kadang
barely lands in
PRX tuh
time.
butuh ngecek
to get
ability
that
yang
kill. Mind Freak, all he could do was
online
turn
apa
around
ini?
and crawl away for his life, crying for help. But help was too far. Now
Okay,
ready. So is the
okay.
paranoia. It's a brutal trade though. 2 for 2.
Oh,
Now
hell no.
from the shadows, they recognize that everyone is here. Meteor already
Okay.
through tube.
Per second mati harusnya.
Sense everyone right under him. Don't think they would have heard him
Tahuan.
just yet. It's going to be. I look at the positions. I mean, Lakia holding.
Oh no.
Oh, enggak,
way
belum,
deep in attacker spawn.
Si Lakia,
Meteor
timing.
trying to hold on to mid. Now hasn't quite checked out the window just yet. Forsaken and him.
Lakia,
Will-
asul.
Okay, now they're aware of each other. Lakia catches one. The 0 point meanwhile pushes
Itu yang gue
Meteor
bilang
away from
maksudnya,
kitchen.
terkadang kalau misalkan lo habis itu lo holding.
Bye-bye. Per second mati.
He's looking up above two,
Okay.
but now
Save,
with
save,
Texture
save,
already
save,
out of
save.
sight, Meteor, no reason to rush it. They're just gonna force him away from the spike.
Forsaken gonna try to tuck into the garage area, and we'll get there. But the real question is he gonna be hunted down? Still a little bit of time. Ping's coming down for Gen G. Shots ring out. Forsaken knows that Meteor's over there, and knows that he has to be tucked behind that bridge. Gonna watch it. The turret coming out, though not gonna be able to find the kill. I love what Gen G does on this round. First of all, they read that there's just gonna be potentially just a
Efek tuh
solo
lagi
player
nyala, bener-bener
holding
nyala
down that
ini.
B side. A lot of attention being paid
Season ini.
towards A by Paper X so far. So they're able to use that thrash to make sure, excuse me, the
Need
thrash
backup.
to get that pick. And then it's just they read the rest of the map so incredibly well. They're trading, and then they see, oh, there's only two. We have an Omenal. Over to A we go. And then from there, there's just no hope for Paper X. They're trying to do what they can, but
Holds on to the entire map,
Itu-
right? Just
itu
to
buat
spread
apaan?
out.
Smoke-nya?
Normally, we kind of speak against that, obviously trying to stick to numbers, but just understanding how much
Oke, paham gue.
PRX would have to clear to approach the retake. Now Gen G pressuring A site once again, and this time Paper X, it's a reactionary round. They try to go for a spread out 2-on-2 default. Now scrambling towards A. Gen G though, no lurk, just a turret to watch their flank.
Susah nih,
They
susah nih,
don't have
susah
too
nih,
many
susah nih,
options
susah nih,
to
susah nih,
rotate
susah
out
nih.
no matter how much time is left. just going to be a set execute, but an immediate clearance of all the utility
Nah.
makes him think twice about this one. The paranoia to allow Texture to dive in. He's already under, but he gets spotted. The slow orb keeps him tied up.
Nice.
Okay.
Ah.
Double, and another
Okay.
each.
Damn.
Gila.
Defense from PRX
Bagus
as they hold
banget,
on
Cuk.
to 3 members.
Too fast.
Now you can see
Okay.
kind of part of the game plan here for
Bagus banget.
PaperX. Understanding, yes, we talked
Straight.
about the
Good,
fact
good.
that they're really good at finding these timings when Genji wants to make their executes and shutting them
Masalahnya
out.
kalau
Seeing
Genji
here
tuh,
again. But part
misalkan
of that is also because of the fact there's
five man
no
brawl,
shed. It
mereka
makes
pasti
it a lot
kalah.
harder for Genji to take space here,
Mhm.
and PaperX has recognized that, and they're shutting it down. They're hitting him at the point of
Tapi kalau
attack
misalkan
that
lu
Genji has
apa
to
yang
rely on
play
those
slow,
util
play
dumps.
santai,
They called it. They're clearing a lot of
meta
that
Thailand
utility when it
Korea.
comes out and sidestepping it and taking really
Nggak,
good
masih
PRX nggak bisa.
Nggak bisa.
Ah.
making it really tricky
Nggak.
for Genji.
PRX tuh
Genji,
they thrive in chaos,
wants to
bro.
start thinking more about this B site, more about
Yes.
using-
Mereka berjaya dalam kekacauan.
See if they
Hah?
can plant
Guessing
down. Spy does find
guessing
one
angle doang
towards
soalnya.
mid. A lurking meteor is accounted for.
Yeah,
Ah.
Lakia took a hit through his
Mantap.
own dizzy as
Nah,
well.
mundur abang. Nah,
Wasn't
cakep.
quite ready for Texture to
Ah,
swing out.
udah, oke,
Ah,
mantap.
mantap.
Safely. Jing finds the lurking monster.
Mantap, Jing.
PaperX starting to get a pulse onto the opponents and their abilities to rotate and lurk.
A-nya clear.
Now,
Stuck in that garage area.
yeah,
A-nya
not
clear.
much to do on this round. Just trying to see if the opponents
Laki ya, nggak bisa kemana-mana laki ya.
What the fuck is that?
Gila.
Lu telat berapa second kok?
They're just trying to dodge all that fire, but eventually
Lu berapa
Genji is
sekarang?
going to find him.
50, 49,
Get down.
48.
Only on
Telat 1
Texture
detik.
did
Telat
pick
1
up
detik.
a
Bentar,
Phantom
gua cepet ya.
in the midst of all of this. 61 HP. Not looking
Satu.
ideal and turns just
Udah,
on
udah.
that second
4,
Mind Freak.
3.
Good for the
Dua.
final
Iya udah
kill.
sama.
PaperX up to 8,
Sama.
Starting to catch up towards Genji.
oh, we've seen this
The
before
fuck?
already tonight.
M-lap sekali,
We'll see
enggak
if
ya? Reaction
PaperX can
time-nya
make the same
cheating sih.
magic happen. We've
Iya,
had a
Cok.
lot of PaperX
Ngeri.
fans visiting Seoul for their games even
Gitu
since
lah, Cok.
last year. Try to get that side of the
Bisa.
arena.
Beliin gua PC baru.
Pairing up a little
Aduh.
bit of that energy,
Sulit.
get them something to cheer for.
Gajian kan
So
bentar
now
lagi.
only 2
Tenang lah.
rounds away to tie things up.
Bentar lagi gua masuknya belum, bodoh.
To a map 3 unbind.
Apa sih?
Green
Kesel
bar
gua.
ultimate.
Yep.
That's so
Tengah-tengah
scary
bulan
now
ya,
as Genji,
setengah
you
lah.
finally get into a buy round. There's so much.
Bilang
love.
aja,
Who's
langsung.
gonna go?
Oh, it's the wall
oke.
up. I've been waiting for something like this. PaperX, there's never
Ah.
just a clean
Oh,
game of Siege.
mantap.
It's always something
Ah,
tricky, and it's just a across
Be-
the
Boleh.
map.
Boleh.
Gini dong.
Iya lagi.
Gini dong. Begini dong. Elah. Begini kan enak, Cok.
That's the res. You get your guns
Apa
back.
itu defending,
Keep your
Cok?
economy great
Maju kita.
For PaperX.
I mean, they can do the same thing with the null command this time. Res him up again.
Exactly. Why not?
Ya kan?
Gitu kan seru.
Days is
Oh kan,
PaperX.
abis ini B-nya di ulti sama Mind Freak, abis itu di null comment sama Jason di A, abis itu something blade, abis itu langsung maju lagi nih. Percaya gak sama gue? Terus apa yang dipasang di mid lagi? Oh,
Aduh.
Has not happened at all.
Hah.
All the way up to round 19. Makes him a little lax, and
Persen
that's
kegedean
when
itu.
PaperX strikes.
Hmm,
The boost up, the
nggak apa-apa.
elevator.
JJ. Gitu dong, J, balik.
Thought process is that PaperX is able to figure out. I mean,
dia ada
you see
penyakit
this
apa
all
nih?
the time with PaperX. They lose a map,
Tahu.
they go down
Bodo
early
amat.
in a map, and
Yang penting
something
menang.
changes inside of them.
Nah, lu berarti
Not just
tidak
talking
bakal
about the player,
melihat
just
tim
the team in
ini
general.
anjing.
Their thought
Tim jadi
process
Jack.
is their mindset.
Jack.
They're so unflappable.
Yoi,
these PaperX.
tiba-tiba balik gitu
Jack
kan.
apa?
They're, you know, they just
Jack
they're
apa?
still in the
Badannya
game,
Jack.
They're not getting overheated, you know,
Hah?
in the
Badannya
traditional sense where they're,
bagus jadinya.
you know, starting to push. They find
Oh,
the right timings with
ngapain
teams,
anjing
they
gue ngeliat
make
badan
because of how
orang?
good they are. They've got these plays
Ya.
in the back pocket that could start
Saya-
to change the momentum.
Ya,
without
Nah,
that.
olahraga melihat begituan kan kayak wow, anjing.
Typically,
Iuh.
the IGL is
Enggak,
going
bukan
to
Iuh.
bukan gitu anjing, cuman kayak
plays
ya
he
gitu.
has in his
Ah.
mind.
Iuh,
They've worked
jauh-jauh lu
Ah,
dari
gua
gua.
tahu
Iuh.
ini ultinya.
Just a couple days.
Yeah, and it's
Ah,
just going to be
gua
the early
tahu
pit as
ultinya.
well this time. Right outside of pipes, doesn't want to risk that pit getting caught off guard just
Ya,
a little
semuanya
bit. So
pindah.
making sure
Mari
that he
pindah.
denies the entry point, gets the high low
Pindah.
as well, and that
Pakai
allows
something.
Mind Freak to set up the toxic
Nyalain.
screen for his teammates here.
Bentar lagi
it
nyalain.
looks like
Something,
there's a
tahan,
cheeky
something.
sage wall going on
Ting
somewhere
tanting.
near the
But he's
beat
here.
nest.
Something mati. Nge-swing mati dia.
Uh-oh,
Oke.
the
Dah,
flash.
dah, 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 dah. Tiga abang-abang
Just
gitu.
going to be be a hold here.
Tiga, mundur, shield down.
Unless Genji takes over some part of mid for a pinch. Not gonna have too many
Nyantai yuk,
options.
nyantai yuk.
They're trying to get
Pas
that
lagi.
corner so they can
Ngepick
get
nih.
the
Tuh.
down. The crowd and
Oh.
Steph gets spotted before the
Flash, a bit of a mismatch. This is not something we used to see from Genji in the beginning of the year. But now with the Omen in the mix, they haven't quite cleaned up the timings just yet. And PRX will punish that mistake
C,
like there's no tomorrow.
C,
Wingman
awas C.
trying to get the tag, but it's just way too
Oke.
many members. Lockdown does best something in
Tracking di
Prestige, but it
tracking.
doesn't end with a kill, as we see
Mantap.
Nice trade.
this one alive,
Nice
not able to land
one.
on the Jing.
Anjing Karol.
Gini ke elah.
Right now, PaperX is starting to read the map really nicely. Starting to understand.
Mac, gue pengen skin Guardian, Mac, beliin dong.
Gue juga pengen.
Night market gue ada Oni Guardian.
Biasa
aja itu tuh.
Tapi gue mau.
Enakan Z.
Ah, Z nggak tahu ini gue. Gue sukanya ini.
Gue coba dulu.
Apa? Gue sukanya Prime.
Enggak, sumpah lu coba dulu yang Z.
Udah, kemarin kan dia kasih ke ini gue.
Dia ada.
Pakai akunnya Koju,
Guardian Z.
Iya, pakai akunnya Koju kemarin dia. Iya. Dia nge-wave. Dia nge-wave.
Itu press all the way sih, jadi cannot ngomong gua. Oke, mantap.
Nice spam.
Brawl anjing bahagia.
And Genji, they will have to recover the
Masih
spike
ada ulti.
and still battle through this retake, along with a lockdown, a
Ulti,
potential
ulti, abang.
everything in
Oke.
the arsenal.
Pai, ulti, pai. Oke, nice one.
Classic aggro draw as Forsaken gets the trade, swings out for a third.
Oke, mantap.
Nice one ini ke elah. Bener-bener dah.
Kasih, woy.
Bentar gua minum dulu.
I
Yeah,
just
yeah.
love the quickness that PaperX makes decisions to do
Kita
things.
decider map
You know, they stick
3.
around a
Ini
little
final
bit
ya.
for the lockdown. They don't have the fragment to clear it, so they're just looking for a few picks and other things. They get those, they back off. As soon as it's done, it's down. You know, it's just going to be something charging through and Forsaken immediately, holding another angle off the different direction. Protocols there so good for PaperX on this retake. Everybody looking where they need to.
Mac, detik
The right
Mac.
things at the right time.
Apaan?
Don't even have to invest
7,
that counter
6,
lockdown
5,
that you mentioned, Will.
4,
They were able to hold on to
3,
it, so they've still got
2.
it. They've
Gua
still got it on the
ya,
plan.
udah.
He's got a Blade Storm. Maybe if he wants to switch to an op, I'm a bit surprised. Haven't seen one
Kedengeran
yet
harusnya.
with all this extra money.
Oh,
mantap.
When you're that good.
Yeah, might have even heard that one. Texture trying to scout it out, but something just too good on the swing. And now the flash used from Forsaken to try to put extra pressure onto Garage.
Nice
Genji
one.
has to keep clearing all of that. Meteor tries to take it out
Cantik.
to open the map a bit further. And
Nice one, buat.
Apa di shoulder pick sama dia?
Green, something still there.
Mantap.
NT.
On that first shot, not able to
Steal
stabilize.
3v2.
Now a 2v3 for Genji. You've still
Jangan,
got Grand
tolong
Enggak,
di
Mac.
hold. Enggak, tolong
Enggak,
di
Mac.
hold.
Enggak, Mac. Ini PRX yang main, Mac. Ini PRX yang main, Mac.
Tolong itu di hold, abang-abang.
Munchkin takes a lot of hits for his trouble.
Yeah, and they're going to try to split the map, see if they can confuse PaperX, but PaperX is fully
Enggak,
committed towards
kebet
A.
tetap.
Especially with that knife there.
Mm.
It's going to be your
Good,
thought
good,
that it's going to be that. Now the Thrash on the other side, so you're thoroughly confused as PaperX to which side of the map this is actually
no.
going to be. You do get the detain on
Oke, pinter. Mantap,
Jing.
Jing.
Dizzy as well to check if he has any cover, but Jing is just arriving through kitchen.
Yeah,
Mantap,
they weren't able to
Jing.
capitalize on that kill just yet, so that means Munchkin,
No,
while
don't
he's
peek,
rotated
don't
all
peek,
the way
don't
back
peek.
over
Let them
for
plan,
his
let
teammate,
them
trying to make sure
motherfucker
that they have
plan.
a bit of a numbers advantage. Now to capitalize on that, and now it's all up to Wingman. The swing.
It's
Let
all
them-
up to Wingman.
Let them plan.
This might be the best
Let
chance
them
that
plan.
Genji has
Ah,
had to drop.
kebiasaan.
The open check from
Kebiasaan
Looking
loncat-loncat
for
itu.
another, can he get a
Mantap.
second? No, and it's gonna be
Nice one.
Jing and Forsaken.
Enggak, itu
Gue
itu
tahu,
dia nyari trade.
gue tahu.
Itu dia nyari
They're going to be able to
so
bring home PaperX
Tapi
right
kebiasaan
up
anjing
to
itu
a
kalau
match point.
M adjustment dikit lagi nyampe
Oh,
aja.
maybe that was going to be the round when you lose that lockdown. That maybe
Mending lu play double aja.
but PaperX's gunplay so on point. Something now getting aggressive on B. Something we haven't seen from PaperX yet. Now they're starting to get really deep into their playbook. You're starting to see why
Oh, we
they
don't
like
have to
this map.
up.
This defender
So,
side has been nearly
You don't have to-
flawless for them. Just
We didn't
a
have to
couple rounds
alt.
throughout.
Ate.
Now that operator is
Off.
in hand. Blade Storm in the back still
Dipakai nih
locked
sekarang
down.
nih.
The no
Percaya
clip
gak sama
available.
gue?
Forsaken have a whale of a map. Both KOs really showing up, especially on their defender side. You're going to leave Jing,
Jing ambil op.
own man on A with some of that KJ utility to Oh, excuse me. I just saw something now.
Oh, yeah, doubled up.
I didn't see that earlier. He was buried underneath Jing's icon on the map.
I mean, they are oftentimes all stacked up against
that's
each
true.
other, waiting for the trades. So we shall see. Lockdown and no command still in the pockets of PRX. Like you mentioned, something now peeking out. Jing covering him for any peeks out from Belt. So A side secured for PRX. A solid 2-1-2 default. As it's just going to Forsaken. Going for a jiggle.
Nah kan, mantap.
Satu lagi ya,
Molly,
satu
Molly,
ngel
Molly.
ya.
Abang, Molly bang. Molly bang.
From Karon.
Akan dulu bang, Molly bang.
Util dump coming through.
Itu kemana ya, Molly?
Still have that Viper's pit. Yeah, let's see if they can get it down this time.
Situ.
Buy a little bit of extra space. Mind Freak re-aggressing.
Yeah, and he's trying to hold close. He doesn't want this pit to come up. He wants to strike when the iron is hot. And he'll try to strike out. They're trying to make sure that Gen.G does all their util before they can do anything for
Prime Guardian bagus, Cok.
But it's going to be Gen.G who still just wins out in the numbers. More angles covered. The smoke
Su.
eventually dissipates. There is the
Bas.
jump up onto the wall.
Su.
Wallachia eventually gets the spike down. Now something.
Lockdown, ayo lockdown, lockdown. Lockdown, abang-abang.
Lands all the way behind.
Bye-bye.
Kebiasaan. Loncat terus itu.
It's all up to something.
Sebentar, 10 menit lagi.
It's going to be so tough to try to clear this Viper's pin. Skirts around and
Kebiasaan
Karon
loncat
plants her back. We still go yet another round.
Okay. I mean, again, these
Cenggot.
tricky positions. Both teams
Pastilah.
just finding these
Kalau main
moments
udah kayak
to
gini,
hide. This time
satu
they're using
ronde, Pak.
smoke to cover Lockia's spot.
Most likely ya, most likely
through
oke.
there. Jing's like, okay, this is safe. I'm just going to drop down. And all of a sudden, that's two members down. Pushing through on the site here. Karon, find that angle. Able to get that trade. Big part of Gen.G's gameplay is other teams have been talking about it in some of their interviews. When you face Gen.G, is that it feels like there's always another player there. There's always that trade. Everybody's working off each other so well. It's a big part of why they've been as successful as they have. Now they're using a lot of utility. Starting to take some space. Something not going to invest in that up. Not quite enough money in the bank.
Kadang kalau misalkan mereka holding tuh kurang gamble gitu. Ini mau pakai ultinya sebenarnya.
It's going to be the site execute once again. Papers, are they ready for the 5 stack? It looks like it's slow, keeping them at bay. The no command used as well. They still have a lockdown for a potential retake or another push back out that gives Mind Freak.
Jangan dulu.
Gane abang Mind Freak.
Comes out on the B side for Gen.G. They have all the intention to rotate over. Now with the poison cloud going up, Mind Freak, it's his job to hold the line. One nano swarm to disrupt any type of plant. The no command coming out, but it's not going to be catching the Killjoy just yet. Forsaken takes down the KO, and Mind Freak just trying to drag this fight out as long as possible. A wide swing from Texture, but Jing gets yet
Nggak
another
connect, nice one, satu lagi.
And now
Nice one.
Jing takes him down. 13-11 once again.
Oke.
But
Map terakhir apa?
is PRX.
Lupa.
They
Map
finally
terakhir apa?
Bain.
Baik. Yaudah bentar. Gue mau bantuin backup dulu.
And on Icebox of all maps. I mean,
Jawab B ya itu, Mac.
Oke ya.
You know, just trying to limit test a little bit here on this map, just seeing what they're truly capable of. And yeah, the attacker side has some things to be desired, but this defender side was nearly immaculate. I mean, so many good decisions, so much disruption of Gen.G's timings on their executes, things like that made it really, really tough. And it seemed like every time that Gen.G maybe had finally found a little bit of extra idea, it was countered the next round by PRX.
Well, PRX, after 8 bans in Icebox in 2024, the first time they pick it, they'll bring home the victory. Let's take it to the desk to break down how it all went down.
How it all went down. We almost thought it was over. We almost thought it was going to be a 2-0, and then PRX finally start showing some of their crazy harebrained ideas and how much anti-stratting that they did, especially on the defender side. And yes, this is the PRX bundle, also by the Gen.G bundle. Anyway, we're going to a third map, Achilleos.
No, we are. And I mean, we were kind of talking about it, that this is what we wanted. Just given these two teams, we wanted to see as much as humanly possible. Things look a lot rougher than I've anticipated, I think, going into that Icebox for Gen.G. Struggling, a minor attack, a chance at trying to extend that into that overtime, but just barely falling shy of the mark there. Felt like a little bit of a, I don't know, just a change up. And I do question a little bit now, Texture getting shifted over onto the zone. It's the first time that he's ever played it, first time he's ever played
Main nggak kal?
Main, sabar ya, lagi stream nanggung.
Stream sambil main lah.
Lagi match deh. Main map ini.
Iya. Berapa?
0-0 map terakhir.
Oh maksudnya ini PRX apa sih? Oh kirain lagi main. Temen-temen lu mana kal?
Teman-teman.
Ini si Misa sama Zendaya ini.
Bisa nggak tahu. Zendaya. Bisa. Si Dita lagi bantuin bokapnya. Apa nggak tahu.
Nanti kita cobain yang itu ya, Be, si pizza itu.
Berani.
Oh,
Gue susah bi.
iya gue pengen nanya ini. Oh,
Ya, kenapa?
lo ada ini nggak Elgato?
Nggak ada.
Maksudnya gue nggak ngerti cara pakai itu gimana sih? Dia harus pakai dua PC atau?
Nggak, Elgato tuh jatuhnya biar lu nggak pakai 2 PC justru.
Gimana tuh maksudnya?
Dia tuh capture card. Iya jatuhnya pakai 2 PC sih.
Dua PC kan?
Elgato.
Jadi satu buat gaming PC, satu buat streaming PC kan?
Tapi kalau lu komputernya udah kuat sih nggak perlu pakai capture card. Jadi nggak usah pakai 2 PC sih.
Oke.
Itu tuh yang pakai begituan tuh sebenarnya buat yang PC-nya kentang. Kayak misalkan kemarin tuh laptop gua kan si Bea mau nge-stream karena berat dia sambil streaming, si prosesor kan kepake buat game sama kepake buat nge-encode video
Ya,
ke
pasti.
website kan.
Pasti.
Nah, jadi pakai capture card yang Cina gua kemarin ngasihnya tuh.
Berapa
Jadi si
harganya?
capture cardnya itu cuma berapa deh? 300 ya?
Gimana nih?
Gak gua saranin. Jelek banget.
Jelek-jelek langsung ini. Apa yang kabel mikronya langsung kayak kemasuk gitu loh.
Bukan masalah di kabel sih sebenarnya. Itunya masih oke lah, masih bisa dipakai soalnya. Lebih jelek ke encodingnya. Encodingnya tuh screen tearing banget.
Nggak bisa kalau kayak gitu.
Makanya bikin Elgato mahal ya itu. Jadi dia nggak screen tearing, bagus.
Gua ngeliat reviewnya kan. Nah, gua kepikiran tuh maksudnya kan gua ada 560 nih sama 3470 yang lama. Pikirannya tuh kalau misalkan nanti beli Elgato, nah gua mau jadiin itu streaming PC gitu loh. Jadi kan bisa bisa multiple kan jadinya kalau kayak gitu.
Ya jadi lebih ringan aja berarti lu si CPU-nya.
Ya kan, jadi gue main juga jadi kayak no problem ngapa-ngapain gitu loh.
Biar nggak ada FPS drop atau gimana.
Itu dia. Terkadang tiba-tiba screen tearing soalnya. Oke.
Oh ya bisa.
Gue sebenarnya nggak masalah, maksudnya cuman kadang-kadang tuh ada split second lu tiba-tiba gitu.
FPS drop.
Antara FPS drop atau network sebenarnya.
Oh ya. Boleh dicoba.
Kalau
Cuman
FPS drop
maksudnya
kayaknya karena panas tuh. Kan gue cuman pakai CPU cooler biasa, nggak kayak Bea.
gue juga pakai CPU cooler kok.
Masalahnya kamar gue panas.
Gue juga udah nggak pakai.
Nggak pakai apaan?
Pakai apaan lu? CPU cooler tuh lu yang liquid kan, Be?
Liquid cooler.
Ya itu namanya CPU cooler, say.
Yang maksud gue cooler itu external fan gue.
Oh enggak, itu kan buat CPU. Itu kan buat laptop, mati. Bisa gitu.
Tapi gue nggak tahu ya kalau misalkan tuh 560 kan 560 lumayan. Kayaknya nggak perlu pakai Elgato bisa nge-capture sendiri.
Nggak, maksud gua supaya nge-transfer dari apa? Nge-transfer dari PC gua ke 560-nya.
Oh, ada caranya setahu gue antar komputer, tapi gue belum baca.
Katanya ada pakai OBS
Jadi-
transfer atau apa gitu.
Jadi nggak usah pakai capture card.
Pakai apa?
Jadi
nggak usah pakai capture card.
Iya, dia
Ada
pakai
caranya.
OBS apa gitu. Jadi katanya lewat LAN.
Nah,
Apa ya? Katanya tetap lu streaming di PC main katanya. Tapi cuman kayak
iya.
ngirim gambarnya doang gitu.
Yeah, this is a big win for PRX. It looks like it was going to go Genji's way potentially.
ya kalau gue saranin sih kalau bisa cari merek yang nggak terlalu mahal kayak Elgato. Tapi belum tentu bagus sih.
They can get ahead of you. They can outthink you if you just push. Because you expect maybe that there's going to be a player watching this, but nobody needs to. You would think, okay, we got our kill,
Tapi ya,
we got our show.
Elgato bisa dipakai buat ini juga sih, lu streaming Mobile Legends masuk ke komputer jadinya.
Benar, tapi kan kalau itu tinggal pakai SCRPY nggak sih?
Bisa, tapi kan kalau lu ada Elgato kayak semuanya lengkap gitu loh. Nggak usah ribet.
Nah, itu dia. Cuman kan mahal
Itu
banget.
yang bikin mahal, iya.
HD60 belinya di mana kok?
Kenapa?
HD60 kan sekarang ada gue cari itu ada HD60S, ada HD60X ya kalau nggak salah.
Nah, di Tokped aja.
Malah HD60S udah nggak ada nggak sih?
Aslinya bisa ada di Tokped banyak. Kemarin siapa ya? Si Jasmine yang dikasih itu dibeli di Tokped.
Mantap.
Munchkin and Meteor shut down. Thrash used to continue pushing out, and now they all group up. They
What
don't
the
let the Fox
fuck?
get into the advantage of Gen G. The TP as well, as they look to protect the spike. Run down the clock. Lakia, a nice peek out against the operator. But still, so many more to go. Mind Freak's position unknown to Gen G as he creeps on the rotate.
Dari B ya.
Dua-duanya.
Ulti B. Kamu ada ulti, kamu ada ulti.
Oh, masih ini.
Spotted. Finally, they get an inkling of where he's at. They did pick up the spike with the
Oke.
The Texture barely getting away with his life, but he's got 20 seconds.
Gak usah dipik.
Somehow jumps backwards off of
Iya,
the
anjing.
opponent's blast
Ulti.
back and
Nice.
stabilizes. You
Udah nih
called
mainin
it
waktu aja.
earlier on map 1, one of the best to land back on his
ambil
feet.
tuh.
He's unbelievable. When his aim gets broken, when he gets punched, he's so quick to recover.
Jasmine beli baru
nobody
atau
else in the
beli
world that I think
second
does
kok?
it nearly as
Dibeliin
well.
baru
There's
itu.
great raises out there. No,
Dibeliin.
second, of course,
Gila.
absolutely phenomenal as well in those situations. But
Ajuk, aku nggak onin record. Tadi aku 4 kill anjir.
Iya. Piye? Kenapa gak dinyalain?
Ah, fuck lah, 4 kill cowok.
something is coming through short. He throws the dizzy, and Forsaken immediately reads because the dizzy doesn't get any
Sheriff gue udah bagus kalau gitu.
Cuman satu store doang kok.
Kenapa?
Cuman satu store doang.
Apanya?
Elgato yang kalau yang official store-nya cuma satu doang.
Oh
Pre-order
iya,
tuh
tapi kan ke yang jual kan banyak pasti. Sama aja kayak komponen PC.
Tapi mending ini enggak sih? Kan HD60S Plus 2,2 jatuhnya pre-order. Gimana kalau misalnya gua ngambil yang yang HD60X 3,2 juga?
Boleh.
Ini up to 4K sih.
Yeah, the lurks really kind of trading
Gila,
positions
nggak
back and forth. He
itu
pushed out
banget.
from one.
Gue kira tuh
Then it's the next
bisa di
runner-up
satu komputer yang sama gitu loh
PRX.
kok.
We'll see if that continues. This
So, kalau
time
pakai
must
Elgato.
be for high tide. That will get
Bisa nggak ya? Nggak bisa sih, sama aja harusnya.
PRX are gonna back
Itu
off,
bisa ya?
look to hold
Gue belum baca
at a
lagi sih.
distance as something cast just with holding on to Hookah all on his lonesome.
Tapi kayaknya mungkin
And
bisa.
available for Munchkin
Kenapa
if
nggak
Gen G
bisa?
is able to get onto the site.
Kalau satu PC yang sama, output inputnya gimana?
Try to get their
Nggak ngerti gue.
first round
Paling
win, but
Elgatonya
lagi
dicolok balik ke PC ini ya.
Good camera placement here by
Jadi
Meteor, knowing that they've been pushing space all over the map. And
Kalau secara logika
they're gonna
masuk
try to
sih bisa.
regress it. Mindfreak going for it. He's got that ultimate in the bag.
kadang-kadang gue bingung soalnya kayak gitu ada yang nggak bisa. Nice di
Nah, tapi harusnya bisa. Ntar ya.
Something he stuck behind the box. Can he stay alive?
Okay.
Just trying to land it, and there it's going to be a kill on to Jing from
Okay.
Kara, but Mindfreak's already way past as he goes for a triple.
Gila.
Filing out from TP. They were not aware of the re-clear from Mindfreak, and Gen G is starting to lose a grip of this map one piece at a time.
It's just so fun to watch. The way the PRX plays, the way they think, it's so different. A good dizzy setup there for that corner. The cabbage is a bit late. It comes to that teleport. I think there's some awareness of Gen G that PRX could be out there somewhere. It's just those cabbages kind of take a moment to turn that angle, and by that point, Mindfreak's already ahead of you. Now, a little bit of space being taken through short A this time. Expecting an A hit is just Forsaken. All alone on
Astaga.
this A site. Everybody else pushing out. So, again, the protocol is so good here for PRX, where this lone player isn't overcommitting, trying to take a trade. They're waiting this out. Now, there is a spam that somehow Forsaken gets one.
Oh, and the code to keep himself alive as well. He repositions. They would have
Nice
the
try.
if they want to clear, but Charon waits patiently from afar. Gets the one-to-one trade. The Seekers now coming out from PRX, leading them back into the site, and there is the Orbital Strike, does quite a bit of damage. Something all on his lonesome. It's
Gila,
going to be a
FPP
2v1, but
ya.
how does he stay alive in all of this?
Iya dong.
Picks up a kill as well. The
bentar ya, Pak.
PRX was born. Carries him through, keeps the pit at bay. Now the Orbital Strike from the other side as well. Charon just trying to buy time.
Tapi Alex pakai
He's already entered
satu
the pit.
PC kan?
Munchkin has to be aware of this.
Satu
Something
PC.
snaps on.
Itu mah dia pakai cuma buat ngerekam HP doang.
Oh, jadi selama ini dia nge-stream cuma pakai yang HP doang?
Enggak, buat masukin gambar Mobile Legends ke komputer.
Iya, tahu.
Kayak Elgato doang.
Oh, bukannya selama ini kalau misalkan dia nge-stream kalau gitu encodernya ada Elgato ya, kalau misalkan selesai. Nggak tahu sih, gue nggak ngeliat jelas banget juga.
Nggak ada sih, dia pakai PC dong.
Is so insane. Something throws it at his feet behind him as he's
PC
jumping
dia
away.
mahal sih.
Looking by
Iya,
himself, just a
lihat
little
gue
bit of extra
speknya.
time, cause a little bit of extra confusion. And again, it's those instant reaction plays that PRX has. Such brilliant knowledge of their agents, the way to play them, how to react. This deep understanding of the game that they actually have is just incredible.
Peeks out right as the poison cloud lands. Wants to get ahead of it before it blooms. And this has been a recurring theme even since Icebox. PRX knows that Gen G, if they're able to clear the site where they're util, they are near unstoppable. Wants to get one step ahead. Take the tempo back as an advantage for PRX. Now, audio cut. And Charon will use that advantage to get the angle he wants against Jing, but they haven't quite cleared something from atop the box. And it's going to be Forsaken again with another kill. Meteor with the trade. Something spotted. Charon swings back out, regaining some of that confidence that we saw from the rookie. Over at Madrid, over during kickoff. 2v2. Like freak. Puts Charon back in his place, and Meteor will swing around, but he can't land the shot. And the whiffs are starting to come in from Gen G as they are getting shaken up. They haven't had a tough map like this in a long time here in 2024.
Everything's just going PRX's way. The luck as well. Mindfreak found the perfect moment to cut through out of A lane.
Iya, bisa.
He had
Elgato dicolokin balik ke PC
sama. For defenders, now that they have that bench.
Tapi jadi lebih ringan nggak sih Pak kalau kayak gitu?
Lebih ringan. Cuma ya rada aneh aja itu beli, tapi ya yang penting jalan sih sebenarnya.
Sebenernya gue bisa jadi dua CPU gitu kan, cuman bingung aja gitu.
Ribet.
Iya, pasti.
Ya, bisa dibalikin ke satu itu juga bisa. Jadi lebih ringan.
back at championship level for sure.
Tapi kan kayak
As we see Munchkin getting chased
kayak
away.
apa ya?
PRX, they've cleared out
Sebenarnya nggak
a
terlalu
short. Once again,
penting-penting
it's
banget.
something left on the lurk, an immediate cascade, and an
Makanya gue cuma
immediate
kemarin
rotate
mikir kayak
in the works.
kalau misalkan bisa pakai yang capture card yang murah, kenapa harus Elgato
This
gitu?
is just to allow them to make sure they regroup. But Devi somehow gets to spam through the wall, gets the kill onto the sky. The showstopper won't find him just yet. And now, Genji playing with numbers down. Something will have to hit the trip eventually. But during all of that, PRX setting up, and look at this. Odin spam comes through once again, forces him away from backside. Genji, they're not quite sure where to hold for post-plant. And there's the guiding light. It draws their crosses away for the anti, and Forsaken swings with it. There's a high tide. Now, all down to Karon to try to hold on into the site as his teammates are busy with the flanks. Karon gets one. Meanwhile, the Dizzy pushes Meteor away. Munchkin with a trade, but he goes down. Meteor holding off, but Forsaken's there. And PRX string together yet another for 9 on the board.
I mean, this is so incredibly well thought out here by PRX. They
Sampai
get the
13,
space early,
sampai 13
they send
lo
the
kocak
long
sih.
lurk again with something. But they have so much money, they're max buy, that Devi's like, I'm going to grab 2 guns this round. I'm going to grab an Odin and a rifle, because he swapped out after he got that first kill. And they just know, they know where Genji wants to go, so they give that space up willingly.
Iya, kereta bandara. Cuman aku nggak ngerti itu kayak gimana jam berapanya masalahnya.
Baru panas.
Yang
3 baru panas. Kocak.
Because they have so many answers. And Genji finally feels like maybe we've got some comfort. We can get that beat post plant. Yeah, you got to call the second timeout. What are you going to do?
Yeah, trying to hold on to it for as long as possible. But you
Halo.
another round here.
Ini gimana? Michael main nggak?
So Genji
Mau
now
mau
hoping for
main.
the ever infamous
Mau
9-3 score line.
sedikit.
Over into the second half. You can
Tiga
see
dong.
on Meteor's face.
Kenapa?
They haven't been pushed this far in a long time. I mean, I would say
Iya,
even in the
sabi.
grand finals of Masters Madrid, it started to slip away near the end.
Ini Nisa on loh
Always had a
padahal.
fighting chance.
Yeah, until that last map. I mean, that was really, up until then, you know, the backbreaker was split. It felt like for sure for Genji, but they were fighting through the nail.
Coba telepon si Nisa.
This is absolutely
Si Firman nggak mau.
This has been
Firman nggak tahu deh.
just absolutely brilliant the way
Terus tadi dia nggak
to watch PRX's game plan for
Si OP mana?
not been able to find answers.
Hilang,
It's always
nggak
these
tahu.
stacked pushes that PRX is willing to do.
Jadi
Because they're happy to scramble.
nonton,
They're
hilang.
happy to take those big death ball battles and see if they can come out, just rely on their tremendous individual mechanics to get them over the line. And then if that doesn't happen, they start taking tons of map space, and then they have answers for when they give that space up. It's whether it's an Odin or just, you know, good play, good cautious play by Mindfreak or Forsaken, all of these things.
Tapi dibanding
So
dua
well
smoker
for
tuh
PRX.
udah jadi kayak
So Genji
net,
this
udah
time
kayak apa ya?
perhaps trying to use the
Meta
timeout
sekarang.
as a bit of a mind game, making sure that they don't actually lose the tempo. They're going to pick it up just a
Nggak
little bit.
diangkat sama Dito. Ya, wes.
Taking a headshot, but it's going to be an answer right back from Munchkin. So
Kalau lu main Overwatch gak sih kau?
Genji leads 5-4 in
Udah gua
numbers.
install lagi
Texture
kalau
lands
mau
right
itu ya paling
outside
besok kalau Overwatch.
of that link all the way
Besok
to
gue
the
ada
other
gon.
spot. Now they'll get the spike down. They have the orbital strike. They've got the tools to finally get around.
lu besok mana?
Cove comes in and tries to fill it again.
Bandara.
It's ready for it.
Kemana?
One step ahead yet again. The
Parah.
will tie up Lakia. It's going to be the pop flash. You'll be good with one. But it's going to be
Daerah
another
mana?
cascade vision.
Jepara.
Blurred away from Genji. Orbital strike has to be used.
Kok anjir? Bukan Jepang ya, Jepara.
Dia tahu.
Allows Devi to close the gap. 2v3 for PRX. Devi, can he get the kills he needs to protect his teammate? No, it's going to finally be
Besok
a
di
three-man win for Genji.
Nggak
Their
tahu.
first
Sampai kapan?
win on the board.
Yeah, good tempo change
Hah?
here for
Sampai kapan?
Genji. No longer playing cautious.
Sampai akhir
The
bulan.
fact that PRX doesn't take hookah control early this time
2
costs them
minggu.
a little bit. Yeah, something gets a ding, but he's caught on the way out by Munchkin. Good read by Forsaken
Enggak,
there,
nggak sih
knowing
hitungannya.
that Texture
Sampai
was going to get
30 kan?
aggressive into that cove. Shorty at the ready.
27.
Was pushing in there. Then he's able to find a couple big kills, a good cascade.
Lumayan,
Take a little
oleh-oleh.
bit of space,
Enggak lah.
the tap of the spike to try to bait out that ultimate. Do a lot of good things there to PRX, but it's just deeper than for Genji, and that's
Cuman 14 hari.
the fact that they come out of that and are able to get
Oleh-oleh,
into a much more
Oleh-oleh.
Gak berasa lah
hide from
14 hari.
Mindfreak.
Gue sebulan di
Not
Ciawi
sure
aja
if he
gak
got
berasa.
spotted or not
Oh,
by
he
that.
still gets
Ciawi teh
one. That's the
Bandung.
best that Genji could have hoped for. So now a
Puncak,
1-for-1
OTW
trade. You heard all the TPs.
Hmm.
Genji, what's the plan here? They're trying to push the defenders.
Michael anjir.
He's already dropped by Lakia. He's caught unawares away from his teammates. There's the flash towards
Sabar, sabar.
backside. There's a showstopper.
Dikit
Will be
lagi,
the one
dikit lagi,
to
selesai.
secure the kill. Texture
Pengen
noted
gue
as well.
tampol
He's
lah.
tied up now in
Kan
a
lagi
crossfire
lagi
between four members
nonton.
of
Sabar,
PRX.
dikit lagi.
And Jing grows across.
Belum selesai.
Wants to kill
Belum,
himself,
9-1.
and the judge will not do anything.
Track.
Ya udah.
Justice is served.
Gue sama Koju escalation dulu kalau gitu.
The judge be judged to finish it, but really interesting here. We're watching
Drama.
on A. He gets that kill, swings the box, can't steady his aim over on the other side, and then Jing has the showstopper and he pulls off. He doesn't want to give up that extra kill, so he swings back to the box and trusts Jing to take care of it. So great coordination between these two players, as you would expect. Been playing together for so long. Just the bromance there between Forsaken and Jing coming through. I mean, this is unbelievably dominant right now.
That's something that everyone around the world started to notice, right? It wasn't about individual player skill level or anything like that, but these are just soulmates now back in form, playing together, and Texture's trying to tear apart the link between those two. Jing now goes down. Gen G trying to take over the site, but they haven't quite cleared Hookah just yet. Something's still lurking around with the judge. He finds a site briefly of Meteor. Now just trying to keep him tied up. Something will continue to push away. Spike still not planted just yet. The site surrounded by PRX. Something trying to throw a curveball, going all the way around B-Long.
Kena
Karen will swing
timing
out, get two.
dua-duanya.
The rookie putting some numbers back on the board, trying to bring home just one more round, trying to keep the hope alive for Gen G as all 5 remaining members will hold on to dear life here on the site.
Boleh,
Gets one
boleh.
through the spam, but it looks
Only
impossible.
5.
As cold as he can get, it's just too
nice
many
try.
targets. And Texture with 3. It's going to be a 2 to 10 half. PRX leading with 8.
Yeah, the only real success Gen G finds in the entire half is those fast B hits. Everything else just didn't really work because PRX was reading
Ranked or not?
throughout, or at least making reads off of the information in the space that they're gathering. Just
Persekan kalau gitu.
mind-blowing stuff that PRX does in that half. Every step and turn.
Gue males kalau kompnya nggak full soalnya.
PRX was reading the situations incredible. It felt like the discipline and the protocols that they prepared for this map were really, really good, especially when there was pressure on that lone player who was left to a site by themselves, whether it be Forsaken or Mind Freak or Devi or whoever. They're able to play it really cautiously, buy some time for the rest of their team to make those long flanks, make those rotates, cut players off, get them in unexpected positions. That's something that PRX could do better than anybody else.
See how it comes into play in the second half, as Gen G will desperately need to win this pistol round if they want any hope. Lots of fans from all across the entire country here in Korea coming to watch. We had a fan earlier coming from Daegu, about 4 to 5 hours away to watch this match. So what a match it's been so far, but win or lose, the fans would surely hope for a bit more fight from Gen G. You're in map 3 on Bind.
Well, it is their defender side, and certainly Bind a defender-sided map, even in Pacific. So, work to be done by PRX for sure, and a must-win pistol for Gen G. Or else you're going to have to go for a force buy of some kind. Let's see what they want to do. Looks like some kind of hookah pressure established. Maybe Devi setting up Jing on the blast.
Nggak bisa, nggak jadi, nggak tahu entah kenapa.
Like that. Although there are no blast specs moved on, I take it back. Jing's got the blue button.
Kira menang.
Just a ghost.
Yeah, just a ghost. So, hold that.
Kalau ini menang, ada 4 gitu. Nggak ada lah.
Oh,
BO3 tuh kalau misalkan elimination, BO5 tuh grand final.
From that hookah position, and of course, back at the grand
Aduh,
final.
nembak aja nggak becus, coy.
Gen G, the one with pressure as well, down 2 to 10. So PRX will wait. They'll gladly wait, and then, of course, on the pistol, they could always just deathball it, try to win by numbers.
Ada namanya
Little
Imran.
do they know that the
Masa
snap
udah ganti
is
belum
on
sih?
the B side. Cypher set up on A to just allow Texture to buy time.
Siapa?
Snake bite at the ready.
Belum.
There's going to be a crossfire with Karon.
Ganti lah gajian minggu
Karon
depan.
has to make sure that he's not the one that's first spotted.
Siapa minggu
Snake
depan?
bite has to be good, but it's a wide swing out. But the flash actually gets everybody.
Gue aja mau nabung dulu, kemarin langsung habis.
But time bought by Gen G. PRX, do they go for a rotate?
Kan nggak sebutuh itu.
Kenapa?
Nggak sebutuh itu. Masih ada mouse juga.
Tapi berasa tahu. Buat gue
Ya
sih
iya.
kalau apa ya gliding mouse itu berasa.
Iya, cuman gue nggak sebutuh itu gitu.
Benar.
Mikrofon juga nggak sulit gitu.
Nggak mikrofon butuh banget kok.
Nah, gimana?
Kalau mikrofonnya jelek nggak bisa comms. Benar kan kau?
Ini bisa.
Well prepared with that snake bite,
Hmm.
shuts down that push through hookah. It was a good idea from PRX, but
Ya nanti.
not really able to find that value off that flash from Devi that they would have liked. And they connected, but they weren't able to get the kills.
Itu lama-lama mungkin jatuh.
Go blind is two through
Siapa?
there, and
Lu.
okay,
Cukup
good
banget.
hold. Now PaperX
Kalau udah kebiasa di
classic Sheriff for
high
Devi.
PC
Be the only
enak deh.
purchase
Smooth
outside
soalnya.
utility.
Ada ngelek-ngelek.
See what can be done by PaperX. See how much damage they can get.
Apalagi nanti kalau mouse lu udah berubah, misalkan jadi apa ya?
Note this here.
33
Quite clear just
3395 apa aja?
heard all the utilities. So Meteor actually cutting sound, not letting them know that he's actually emptied the area. Now, realizing no more checks to camp, realize the shower's been let go by PaperX. They send the reinforcements over to B. PaperX this time it's a little bit of push and pull.
Gila, gue
Put the
udah
pressure on
gugup.
the showers now going back to main. But this gives them full control of that TP. They could rotate back to the spike over on the
Kasih
inside
tahu kok,
at
langsung
any
ace-in kok.
given moment.
Gila,
Gue aja
gila.
paling atas.
Meteor lurking. Meteor gonna confirm.
Trying to just create some space for his teammates, but they can't.
Ngapain
Oh,
swing
Yard
sendiri,
does
Cok?
find sight right through the toxic screen of his own, and now the high tide comes in. Meteor's ready for it right outside of showers. Can he get the kills? So he's trying to go through.
Mana
Waiting
musuhnya sih?
for the timing. Texture will push them away with the paint shells, trying to just make sure that they clear the plant. They do. And Meteor, he's
Oh,
gonna land the
okay,
first one. He lands the second
okay.
and the third. And it's a quad for
Okay.
Meteor. As they now get a
Dia
fourth
play M-Lab
round
lagi
win.
anjing.
Yeah,
Siapa?
great discipline here from Genji. Nobody
Genji.
over aggressive. Great
Kadang
anticipation
M-nya
of
tuh
where that
bodo
hit is
amat
gonna
skill.
be.
Dah, gue M-Lab
Texture
aja.
perfect with the paint shells makes it way more difficult for that plant to come down for PaperX.
Gila
Meteor
tuh.
using that high tide against PaperX very, very nicely. Something, again, every once in a while you see this with PaperX, but they don't
Literal
check
M-Lab
angles,
tuh.
they don't check corners, they pay the price. Now,
Oh, iya.
it is the eco, so
PRX
not
kapan
too
ngecek
much to worry
corner,
about
Cok?
just yet, but you still have a
Swing.
fearsome buy to come up against with Genji. A judge in hand for Karon, a bunch of bulldogs and rifles.
Apa itu?
It's a big round now. Can Genji start to turn this map around?
Oh, we've seen this at the Grand Finals kickoffs as well. There's the Dizzy. He doesn't quite find it. It bounces right off the wall way too early. But now they know about the judge. So PaperX not looking to deal with that today in Hookah. That'll force him back away. Already trying to take control of showers. Senses the cam. Destroys that. And this
Susah
is
nih.
where Genji will start to have to make some snap
Susah
decisions.
nih.
The camera no longer giving them free control of showers. Munchkin fills it. Forsaken goes for a swing. And he actually
Mantap.
wins the duel out. And that's the cue for PaperX to start pushing in. A long-range kill onto Heaven on Meteor as well. Texture, he's caught right in the middle of the site. He has to make sure that he clears his angles when he can.
Mantap.
Lamb's already taken over as well. And PaperX, they swarm the site. High tide out to secure even more. Jing past it. Greeting for yet another kill. Wants to get close to that showstopper as soon as possible. Seeing this is its judge.
Yuk, jangan OT yuk, capek anjing mainnya.
Hmm.
10-4 ke OT tuh
Something
jauh loh,
So some damage still could be done.
walaupun seru sih.
He's only got a bulldog. Fishing to see if he can get that gun upgrade maybe before the round is over.
I mean, they'll take anything right now because they need to scrap together everything possible to try to continue here. So many teleports
something
coming in.
like-
Huck is a little
timing.
scared about this one. Not quite ready for it. Chooses to go for the double triple.
Diisengin sama
Only good
Dafai.
for one kill, no gun upgrade, and Karon will die to the spike as well.
Yep. Now it's starting to look rather dire for
Hello?
Genji. Thought maybe with that
Halo.
buy they could get something done.
Wow,
but
winning.
really
11-4
nice
kok di track.
anticipation of
Iya,
that
Cok,
position
keren juga.
by PaperX. Having in the back of their minds that sometimes there's a player behind
Ini
that
Harbor
box,
Forsaken ngeri, Cok.
Dizzy notes it. When they pull off and they start winning
Nah, sebenarnya
1v1,
pakai Harbor.
Jing gets into that angle and U-Haul.
Emang enak, asal ada second smoke-nya.
Ya pasti lah.
So much easier because that showers control lost.
Bisa second smoke
Sheriff
sebenarnya apa
gue
aja
lagi
sih?
on fire
Halo
sih.
Bea, halo Bea. How are you today? I'm fine, thank you.
I'm
And
not
you?
good. I'm very sick.
Every team in the world struggles
I'm not fine.
Same cam
Kalau
here for
misalkan
Showers
musik
once
itu
Gitu ya?
again.
kerja
I mean,
gimana?
obviously gets him a lot of
Misalkan
information
gimana?
right up until it's cleared, so we'll see.
Nggak bisa nggak bisa. Soalnya udah
This
dibayar kan.
is a straight set
Oh,
execute.
lu sick Be. Gua ini sih Shazam
Land in front of Showers.
atau enggak Zoms gitu.
There goes the Dizzy.
Oh my God.
truck, uses a
Nggak.
and he lands safely into lamps. The left side of the site taken over. Waiting to see if there's a peek out.
Apa
Media
sih
Yeay,
anjing
menang.
kali?
Ayo guys, login.
Nggak.
Woy.
Enggak, gue nggak main deh, gue malam.
Malam
Yaudah.
Pindahin.
malam udah nggak main itu.
Bye-bye. Ini kan corneringnya agak susah ya, emang
Ya
bener-bener.
deh, Koju kita Overwatch aja, Koju.
Halo ke...
Invite.
Ya anjing, gak jadi. Menyebalkan
Kalau mau tunggu 10 menit, bentar gue mandi.
Oh nggak apa-apa, yaudah.
Ya udah tunggu bentar ya, gue mandi.
Ya,
Ini mah udah PRX yang win, Cok.
Tunggu 10 menit.
Ulti.
Suara lu double anjing.
Neither of them checking elbow. He gets one, realizes he's not going to get
Nice.
the transfer. Thrash at the ready, sends it on a timing. Doesn't matter if he's. Oh, but he's going to wait. Jumps over it on the box.
Outplay. Sorry, bentar, gue matiin.
Over the Thrash.
Catch found dong.
Gets the absolute read to keep Genji alive.
The big brain counterplay from Meteor. Knew the Thrash was coming and gets above it. Oh, that's something that you expect PRX to do, that kind of play, and Meteor outdoes him. I love this.
He was jumped up right before the Thrash even activates, right? Just knows it's coming, given that something hides away. Knows that something's not one to shy away
Apa
from a
itu
fight.
trap ya?
And something for once punished for trying to play it safer in a round.
Hang.
You love it.
Yeah,
I mean,
but-
I thought somebody played that great. He couldn't use the Thrash in the 1v2. I really like that execute from PRX, even though it doesn't really work out, where they use the high tide in the cove so Jing can safely blast pack to make sure that they can set up a crunch into U-Hauls. Didn't really come to fruition in that round. Execute was cool. You don't see very many teams quite do it like that, so nice little piece of work there. Opening trade, good for Meteor.
Oh, there's a showstopper. Can't get away from that, though. Meteor was trapped in back of sight. Now Genji still trying to hold on to the back side. They will have control of it for now.
mati
As PRX, they
pasti.
try to push through, but
Apa
Texture and
itu
Munchkin are good with their
setting, Cok?
shot. Something trades for one, but it's still a 3v2 advantage for Genji. Now Showers control and backside control for Genji.
Koju masih nggak hang?
Start to pressure
Masih.
onto the spike. The Molly
Better.
already having gone down. PRX, they will have to fight for this round, and Mindfreak gets things. Something tries to go for the trade.
Sulit,
Kara gets one,
sulit.
and Texture gets the other.
11-6.
And Genji will start to try to string together a couple more rounds.
Okay, stabilizing a little bit as Genji. Starting to look really good in these holds.
Pietno siapa?
Able to just kind of weather the util storm that gets thrown their way. Meteor winning a big opening duel. Yeah, he gets taken down by the showstopper. That makes it a lot harder for PRX to push space on the backside of this plant. So calm, so collected. Stinger does some damage. Now it is finally going to be time for PRX to take a time out of their own. Try to see if they can dial up something a little bit special, a little bit unique. I think the money might be a little bit wanting for PRX in this round.
Yeah, we'll see if there's any type of force sub. Of course, quite a few rounds ahead, but not quite at match point just yet. So PRX will have to make some of the tougher decisions. If they want to go for a bit of a Hail Mary, or if they will choose to let this one slide and regroup. As we see Genji regaining some confidence. We saw some effort on the side of Genji during halftime, despite the scoreline. Impressive, just having faith
Kanan.
in their ability to defend here on Vine, waiting for
Time
that
out
half switch.
PRX.
Alex, looking a lot more calm today than usual as well. We'll see
He
how long
wasn't
that
earlier.
lasts.
Anjir.
It wasn't earlier, that's true. And I feel like there's probably
Yeah.
a reason we didn't see too many of his camps during Lotus either. Perhaps a bit more animated during that time.
They're going to be able to string together
salah.
a few rifle
Salah
purchases.
pre-aim.
The rest is going to be Sheriffs or PRX, but you know, we see it all the time with these two teams. Thrifty buys,
Oh,
they're actually
for
going to
sure.
downgrade to a Spectre, but thrifty buys are something to be feared.
Oh,
no doubt
didn't
about
you?
it. And Karan does have that orbital strike in case things get dicey
Babi.
for Genji on the post plan or something like that. But
I mean, anything to buy time.
Ah.
yeah,
right?
exactly.
You got the
exactly.
pin
Oh,
coming up
block
soon
tenis
as
senjata.
well. Meanwhile, PRX, they're close to another Thrash, so could be something that they're working towards.
Woi, Renanya ngebet
Towards the
terus.
secret this time
Ah.
for the buy, now 2 points away. And they plant
Iya, bener,
Jing.
ngebet.
Now, Meteor changed up his cam position. Doesn't want to lose control of Showers too early. Finally gets taken out, though. Realizes the lurk from Jing very deep. Ruins the plan for PRX as well.
Yeah, they're pinging Hookah. So we're either
belakang
thinking about
Sabar,
trying to go for
Nonton
some
dulu.
kind of hit, maybe similar to the previous round,
Sambil nunggu Dito.
trying to set up some kind of crunch there. It didn't really get necessarily accounted for by Gen G as nobody was in that position. So maybe just a reattempt at it. Texture close to that. It is going to be different, a very different high tide. Try to give them the ability to take a little bit of space, maybe set up some crossfires. Texture trying to go for the early spam on the back of that poison cloud coming through from Munchkin. Here we go.
They're all decaying, but they have
bisa
to destroy the
gitu.
tripwire. That's the cue for Texture to fire off once again. So all these smokes on the side of Gen G doing their job. Dizzy taken down, tries to clear the wingman. He actually gets it, goes for the blast back, stays alive. That means so much, but eventually he gets wrapped around. Now the orbital strike with the pop flash comes in, something able to stabilize the name before the cyber cage comes up. Lockia's here for backup. Now a 3v3, but weapons upgraded for PRX. Spike will go down. PRX get another lease in this round 18. Something spots the side of Munchkin on that jiggle. Munchkin as well goes for the check, but it's the spray down from Jing and Mindfreak. And now the IGL of Gen G all alone gets one, but can't get the second. Mindfreak with another triple kill. Mosi kills galore for the controller of PRX as he brings them to match point.
Yeah, there's good ideas here.
GPC masih berantakan. Masih ini.
The trap wire placed inside of those smokes, so it can never really be identified. Good hold there from Texture and a great blast pack to get out of a potentially really bad situation, but the coordination off the back of using that ultimate doesn't seem to be quite accounted for by Gen G. And that costs Meteor his life because he's going for the cyber cage. He's going for utility. Doesn't expect something to be pushing out that side of that ultimate. That costs him his life, and that might have cost him the round.
Salah.
That Odin coming out just to pressure Gen G. Sure, a quick swing out, but not going to be able to pick up the weapon upgrade just yet. And that Odin is just mowing down Gen G. Devi letting them know that they will not push out ever again on this map as it's about to end in the hands of PRX. Seekers used. Stuck in guard and he will get surrounded. And Meteor's too far away. Lakia goes down. Meteor all alone with just a Gen G classic and a stinger. Is it going to be enough against 4 members of PRX? Quickly trying to go. Maybe trying to get away. All the way for a rotate. Now it's going to be the orbital strike coming down. PRX, they really want to just end this map right here, right now. And by pushing out this far, they should be aware.
Putar mapnya jauh gak tuh, anjing.
A deep lurk around. Phantom picked up, but so much time spent. Forsaken, he hears it. He's ready for it. Mindfreak there for the trade. In case things go awry. Meteor.
Juk namanya karma Juk.
180 flick of his lifetime to get this. He finds one, trying to spray down, but too much time. Forsaken swings out. PRX answer back, putting down their claim to the throne once again in VCT Pacific as they win 2-1 against Gen G.
Creative stuff here from PRX.
Masih anjing.
Let's go Jux. Jux. Nice Jux.
Enemy kill.
Bisa gitu.
Kalau lu kalah kau.
Judge, mau gimana? Lawannya stringer. 100, terima kasih. Aku paling nggak bisa main Judge aja.
Stay down.
Ini gua nggak ada desa.
Halo.
Halo.
Menang ya.
Lagi ada kau di kanan.
PRX menang ya. Halo.
Nice. Lagi.
Halo.
Itu dia.
Anjir kok rame?
Rame banget. PRX udah menang.
Nice.
Oh, lu lagi pada main.
Iya, ayo.
Ayo last game. Bentar malam lu nggak main, Be? Be,
Yuk,
nanti malam nggak main?
apa main?
Nanti malam nggak main?
Nanti.
Gue nanti malam Overwatch deh.
Oh, ikut.
Siapa? Lu ikut Overwatch?
Iya,
Serius?
iya. Gue kan gue yang ngajakin Overwatch ya, Bu.
Emang ya?
Itu dia. Jelek kali gue pakai knife. Bodo amat. Jelek kali pakai knife.
Anjir, gue 2 lawan 1.
Gila. Tawuran aja nih gue dikejar 4 orang. Mau dibegal, Cok.
Kok dia knife gue bisa sekali mati?
Tidak.
Gimana sih guys, masa gue top frag? Aduh.
Wah, AFK aja di bawah lu ya, Be.
Anjing.
Sebentar ya. Agak lama nih launch-nya.
Nggak muncul sih. Nah. Ada gelap kali, siapa? Ada nembus. Masuk toh, masuk.
Sabar, Cok. Mulai kok.
Mulai.
Doble. Dan siapa yang kena? Koju.
Pak.
Sedih.
Koju, dirimu
Ini nggak
terkena.
mau compare aja nih.
Ajakin si itu atau si
Firman OP siapa yang punya?
Junya. Mac, lu nelpon siapa? Oke apa Firman?
Firman.
Oke.
Siapa tuh yang ngomong?
Oke, gue nelpon bestie kita. Dia mungkin enggak si Ope, gue rasa.
Firman juga kayaknya.
Firman tadi bilang full ya gitu.
Main nggak?
kamu pakai ID aku, Bay?
Main nggak?
Iya.
Oh.
Iya
Oke,
atau
oke.
enggak itu teh? Oh.
Santai. Oke. Yo,
Pasti enggak.
tidak.
Kenapa dia?
Ngapain nanya anjir?
Ada bokapnya katanya. Biasa. The range terlalu dahulu.
Ope nggak angkat.
Ya.
Mac
Expected.
doble.
Sabar.
Russell kan.
Lagi di bawah.
Tinggal diajak main.
Voice chat.
Loh kok di sini nggak ada friend sama sekali.
Bagi crosshair dong.
Minta party code tuh.
Mac, party code Mac.
Emang ininya gua?
Iya.
OTW, sabar kok. Bentar.
Siapa?
Sudah.
Baju TikTok lu bocor kok.
Oh iya.
Nggak apa-apa, nggak ada yang dengerin.
Gue dengerin.
Oh, belum.
Tadi tuh lagi ngebahas apa ya tadi lupa gua.
Oh,
Ada tadi dia pakai bahasa Inggris ngomongnya.
goblok.
Kan gua telinganya harus bagus Mac buat dengerin gosip.
Mm-mm. Iyain aja gue mah. Iyain aja. Capek.
Temen lu kan anaknya nunggu gosip, bukan menciptakan.
Saya sedang capek, sudah.
Nih, it's not Jugo udah join. Jugonya mana?
Party code. Iya.
Di Discord kok. Gua PC aja kali.
XNY 014. Cybercop siapa?
Koju.
Akun siapa?
Koju.
Emang ya?
Ini siapa?
Yes, go.
Stato.
Sudah.
Kompe.
Satunya lagi siapa kok?
Kaiso.
Rachel.
Kagak bisa anaknya di bawah.
Kaiso.
Maksudnya? Anaknya kalau di atas baru bisa.
Bisa dia.
PC-nya di atas sekarang,
di
Bro.
bawah. Oh iya,
Betul.
barengan lo.
Sebelah gua biasanya.
Yang meja yang L itu.
Meja yang di luar ya.
Yoi.
Berarti lu main di kamar lu, ada lu di luarnya gitu.
Yoi.
Bukannya tinggal manggil aja Cel ke atas main gitu.
Lagi dipanggil sama mama gue.
Oh, aduh tante.
Sial, tidak dibalas. Ya sudah.
Bokap.
Nantilah, jangan di sini lagi stream.
Oh. Oke,
Nah,
baiklah.
lagi stream.
Iya kan tadi gue nge-stream. Kalau nggak nge-stream udah semblebe udah tadi gue ngomongnya.
Mana sih, di TikTok atau di
YouTube.
Enggak, Beb, bukan.
YouTube?
YouTube lebih dari TV, boom. Baju mau you or me? Oke, you. Me is apa ya? Yang enak ya.
Jadi lo pakai Reina B? Nggak apa-apa sih. Why not?
Ini Bea ya? Masya Allah.
Bagi crosshair dong. Crosshair yang bagus apa sih?
Ambil nih crosshair gua.
Ntar gue cari. Crosshair Valorant code. Kayak Flappy Bird batu.
Flappy Bird.
Crosshair gua, Mac.
Nah, udah, gue pakai yang X aja. Import.
Yang mau klasik?
Mandiri akunnya.
Klasik.
Akun saya mandiri, tenang.
Account.
Iya.
Akun saya juga nyantai aja. Sini ya.
Gue lupa gue Reno.
Udah di site ya.
Ada wall, ada trip.
Spike down B.
Masuk tuh si
Spike-nya
Jet di side.
Spike-nya di gua.
Jet side.
Ada orang. Lul. Baiklah. Salah.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Nice.
Nice.
Got a cipher. You'll see what we wanted to see.
Ngeliatin orang main gampang banget itu ke kepala ya. Sia.
Cuman kita main langsung susah, Cok.
Gampang banget itu ke kepala. Jancok. Ngertian kah? Pada beli nggak? Nggak. Oke. Gua nggak beli.
Enggak, I don't have money, bro.
Time to jump.
Sana,
Nope.
probably.
Ah,
Oh,
lumayan dapat
Down
2.
A.
Semuanya sana kok. Hati-hati trap.
There.
Dimajin. Dalam smoke itu. Oh enggak. Gen.
flank satu kok. Dari itu dari B.
Ngapain?
Sofa itu ya, yang di kiri, yang di belakang lu.
Last player standing.
Anjir.
Satu gen itu kayaknya. Oh,
Itu B ya anjing.
emang B ya?
Gue Koju.
Soalnya jago ya.
Mantap. Nice try.
Anda
Soalnya jago ya.
Enggak sih. Soalnya kan Koju biasanya Reina.
Gitu. Tapi kan pakai Reina jago kan.
Ya,
Boleh.
Gak lah, anjir.
Boleh.
Time to jump.
Juga beli juga.
bentar.
Mid rame.
Mid rame. Bukannya B.
Mid sana, mid top, mid link.
Waduh.
Sofa min 79.
Anjir.
Bodo amat. Bingung gue.
Nice flash.
Bisa pas-pasan hilang anjing. Sia.
Jets grounded.
City one. Enaknya pakai mouse wireless. Udah berasa.
We communicate, win.
Tok. Sheriff apa Tok?
River. Oh.
Boleh dong.
I need a drop. Talk.
Soalnya enak soalnya.
You know what? Cutting through.
Get out of my way.
Sini ya.
Sana.
Smoke's down.
Mid banyak.
Mid link, mid top.
Mid top. Mid top 1. 2.
Mundur kamu.
Damage.
Nggak diliatin, aku ketahuan lah.
Dua orang.
Gue ngelag parah.
Last player
Kiri dulu ada.
standing. Spike planted.
Body
Iya, lawan
immortal.
Lawannya Imo ya.
Mas Rai. Ya kayaknya gara-gara akun gue. Punten ya.
Ngomong banget dah.
Look your enemy in the eye. It helps with accuracy.
Sistem gelap gak tuh Cypher-nya?
Sistem dark system.
Sistem gelap banget, Bang.
Time to jump.
Sini rame.
Stop rame. B.
Kok lah.
Tuh. Bantu dong.
Bego.
Nggak kelihatan apa.
Punten kok. Nggak bisa gue.
Last player standing. Done.
Cakep. Satu close.
Spike
Nice try.
planted.
Kemudian di sini ke
Ramuan.
ini siapa?
Jadi ke sana lah. Kan nggak mungkin saya.
Cutting through.
Nge-lag. Majuin Mac gue ini nih.
Ya.
Top
Iya.
mid.
Mid top.
Right there.
Ada ya?
Mitlin.
Ya elah. Ides gua babi.
Midling. Mid.
Aduh.
Spike planted. There.
Close top.
Last player standing.
Gue kirain lu be.
Nice try.
Stay alive. I want their life, not yours.
Iya, so abis hujan first media jelek banget, nggak bohong.
Lu pakai first mid?
Oh.
Gue juga.
Cutting through.
Kayak mau atas lu.
Time to jump. Out of touches. Decoy.
Spike planted.
Anjir, langsung headshot tuh.
Last player standing.
Never show weakness. Ever.
Tak. Deta.
Tok.
Time to jump.
Alah, nggak sentuh.
Here.
B.
Oh.
Kami.
Midling.
Aduh.
Nah, 110. Disagi di atas.
Oh, follow lagi.
You will not kill my ally.
Saginya lo di window. Yes, on. Loncat.
Spike down B.
Ah, nice try.
Pilotnya, sorry.
Nice try, nice try.
They're better than us.
Tok.
No problem.
Yo.
Iya.
Gue gede.
Cutting through.
Ah, baksat bisa gitu.
Last player
Bisa
standing.
gitu loh. Gila. Nice try.
Their lives are so meaningless. Might as well give them to me.
Kok blinded lo padahal? Anjing lah.
Tok, lu kalau Overwatch main apa?
Cutting through.
Main support baptis.
Baptis punya gue.
Mundur.
Oh, nice one, thank you kok.
Bisa.
Nowhere to run. My pot of
In.
broke.
I know exactly where you
Alah.
Spike
Dua
planted.
city nih.
Time to jump.
Last player standing.
Kenapa dia
Aduh,
puter
Bray.
CT, Cok?
Jangan pakai earphone.
Nah, kenapa dia puter CT?
Mid-nya satu tadi. Ya kan?
Ya Allah, buat apa gua tadi bisa clutch padahal kalau misalkan dia hold belakang. Nice try.
The dimensional fabric here is thin. I'll tear through.
Ayo guys, yang lebih semangat.
I'll return.
Mungkin di sana ya. Sana. Coming.
Ingatnya nggak ada yang jaga ya, FYI.
Dim beacon here. My ult's ready.
Jet mid top.
Launching smoke.
Mid garden kali gue lihat ya.
Reloading.
Careful here.
Bisa rotate sih mereka. Masih ada step dia nih.
Masih ada.
Mau masuk.
Majuin.
Sofa low.
Sofa di
Ya
pojok.
elah.
30 seconds left.
Masih ada, Be.
One enemy
Mantap,
remaining.
masih ada.
Kiri.
Player standing.
Ngapain Brim?
10 seconds left.
Mantap. Up. On main.
No.
Nggak dapat.
Last round in the half.
Halftime. Don't save a thing.
Tok, mau ini nggak? Odin.
Enggak, habis ini mereka defending.
Enggak, terus gue ulti dari sini.
Mereka defending habis ini ngeri.
Back soon. Take 'em.
Gue Venger.
Dihancurin dulu, Mac. Itu.
Lo anjir. Juk ada ulti tuh.
Gak kepencet. Bulutnya nggak ikut, bulutnya hilang.
Ada ulti terus mau
Kalah. Gue di market kok. Kalau mau
Sage slow ya.
Stim beacon here.
Your duty is not over.
Spike planted.
Enemy spotted B.
Last player standing.
Itu low padahal.
Nggak dia bisa nge-spray gue kayak gitu. Oh Tuhanku Yesus. Nice try.
Odin kan?
Iya cuman bisa presisi ke kepala gue tuh aneh sebenarnya. Jadilah.
Enggak, itu nggak ke kepala, Cok.
Ke kepala, di gue ke kepala.
Oh. Ya,
Battle
trackingnya
report.
bagus berarti.
Through the calm, I see. Through the storm, I fight.
Jangan diblok. Astaga naga.
Kagak ada yang ngeblok lu.
Lu.
Kagak ada, bego lu. Kena wall tadi.
Itu karena gue nggak bisa mundur ke belakang.
Holy smoke. Cutting
Kagak ada, Bu. Di lu. Sabar.
Atas satu kak, sebelah kanan. Turun. Sini.
Aduh, elah.
Spike down A. Last player standing.
Ngapain?
I don't care if there are 5 of them or 50 of them. Let's go.
Juk.
Sabar.
Di wall.
Astaga.
For you.
Mid 2.
Time to jump.
Flashing kok, flashing.
Spike down mid.
Bad luck.
Nggak bisa pindah.
Our spikes down. Cutting their vision.
Mau kemana?
Sabar. Mid.
One enemy remaining. Reloading.
Out of charges.
Apa? Cybernya di B.
30 seconds left.
Viper di B kok, lu ada spek. Oh my god. Di mana?
Nggak tahu.
Kakak. Gue.
10 seconds left.
Holding hand, wait. Nice.
Nice one.
I know what must
Anjing dia nunggu di situ beneran dong.
Kalau ikut bisa naruh ini. Oh. Gitu. Iya. Koju. Nih. Syarif.
Pak.
Atas satu.
Pak, udahlah, capek gua.
Gak bisa. Nyoba.
Wait, gue pindah.
Last player standing.
Hantul. Perasaan menit. Iya.
Match point.
Saya mencok biru ini.
Kira gue pakai vandal.
Tuh. Allah Akbar.
Kenapa?
015 cowok.
Semangat.
Time to jump.
Jelek.
Gue nggak mau ke A, ribet.
Smoke mid.
Launching smoke.
Best spike sama lu.
Iya.
Kalau gue bilang tahan situ.
Masih atas.
Itu dia. Kenapa gue bilang tahan situ?
Ini ada.
Bunuh tuh.
Ya lah, 3 orang mid, 1, 2, 3.
Last player standing.
Heaven.
Nice try.
Defenders win.
Dapat 1, akhirnya pecah telur. Setelah 16 round. Bodoh lah memang.
Lagi.
Last deh.
Sekali lagi boleh.
Aku MVP. Enggak deng. Si Sabi MVP-nya.
Peace. All I want is peace.
For Christmas.
Malam jadi mau Overwatch tuh.
Boleh.
Yakin.
Iya, emang kenapa?
Seberapa yakin?
70-30. Lu ikut Mac.
Overwatch tuh downloadnya di mana ya?
Aduh.
Bukan.
Steam bisa.
Oke. Mungkin download.
Ini sunset.
Habis ini download coba.
Iya. Sunset. Cobain. Ini lagi.
Silakan. Coach, what do you want? What do you want?
Bingung. Phoenix aja deh.
Main nyantai aja. What do you want?
Sunset tuh yang mana ya?
Sunset yang mapnya kecil. Yang apa ya? Yang baru rilis yang di LA.
Iya.
Yang pas Gecko rilis juga. Nggak tahu dia.
Iya udah. Ini aja. Hahaha.
Ayo random what do you want? Oke. Boleh bro. Iya.
Like it's Batman. Super. Anjir.
Match found.
Ih, sunset lagi.
Iya dong.
Okay. What do you want? Teng.
Sunset. Oke, kalau lagi
What do you want?
Sunset suka matiin.
Phoenix.
Boleh. Ini. Kalau sekarang smoke-nya bisa regenerate ya?
Emang bisa regenerate?
Siapa?
Enggak, so awalnya nggak bisa.
Bisa regenerate?
Awalnya nggak bisa.
Iya, gue pakai selama ini udah bisa.
Iya, itu yang udah diupdate berarti.
Ya udah.
Nah, berarti bisa. Dulu nggak bisa. Kayak brimstone dia sekali pakai hilang.
Smoke siapa yang regenerate siapa?
Clove.
Oh, Clove. Kirain brimstone.
Dulu kan nggak bisa regenerate ya. Dodge
Anjir
lagi.
lah.
Harus ya nunggunya sampai detik ke 0.
Match found.
Sampai sunset lagi. Udah toloknya udah lah.
Selamat.
Anda kena prank.
Habis ini ke dodge lagi. Terus aja kayak gitu.
Tapi setahu gue tuh nggak baru bisa dapat map yang sama tuh cuma 2 kali sebenarnya. Apa udah diupdate? Ini 3.
Nggak tahu deh.
Mami, ditanya Mita.
Kenapa? Siapa ditanya Mita?
Bentar, hilang chat deh.
Siapa ditanya Mita?
Obat cacing ada kadaluarsanya enggak? Obat cacing ada kadaluarsa?
Ada lah. Ada lah. Semuanya ada, Sob.
Nggak tahu nih. Beberes dulu, jangan nanya. Hah? Beberes dulu. Beberes gampang.
Halo Tante.
Nyemir nanti di sini.
Akhirnya.
Ya besok-besok ke main.
Sing sabar, Bea. Sing sabar.
Bawa PC-nya, Be.
Terserah lu.
Bawa PC kantor, Be.
Enggak, lo harusnya reservasi bagasinya tuh yang gede, Be. Jadi bawa PC-nya.
Yang regular 20 kilo tambah 30 kilo lagi ya.
Yoi. Terus nanti di hotel setup.
PC nggak nyampe 20 deh.
Iya, jaga-jaga.
Monitor. Belum kabel. Belum mouse.
Monitor nggak nyampe.
Ya udahlah, tambah 10 kilo lah.
Monitor enteng, Cok.
Yakin. Ya udah.
Monitornya yang tabung ya, yang berat.
Anjir.
Mainnya
Kemarin gue nemu di FVP gue ada yang main Valorant pakai monitor tabung.
Pakai monitor tabung dan controller.
Itu kayaknya gue yang ngirim.
Enggak, itu udah lewat dari gua. Itu udah lewat di gua lama banget, so.
Tapi kayaknya gue yang ngirim.
Enggak.
Ih,
Nggak usah
FVP
taking
kan.
credit. Nggak usah taking credit of everything deh.
Kayaknya gue yang ngirim.
Nggak butuh.
FVP kita kan sama semua anjir.
Iya.
Jugo. Jugundats.
Udah ya.
Jugundats.
Sini Spike.
Itu bukannya
Oh,
nama
iya.
es krim ya, Be? Juga
Kenapa? Apa es krim?
Nama es krim.
Es krim apa anjir?
Es krim Jugendas.
Bodoh amat.
Agendas.
Bodoh amat.
Udah ketahuan.
Mending gua, Be.
Mas di bolongnya tuh, weh. Apa?
Bang. Tolong bang, ini di clear bang.
Apa?
Gas 20.
Sama, aduh, datang itu.
Di balik kolan.
Iya.
Kalem. Udah datang belum? Kayaknya tuh datang.
One enemy remaining.
Siti. Plus. Kiri dulu.
Last player standing. Spike down B.
Nice.
Matamu kiri lu.
Teras di kiri lu.
Don't wanna take you out, Sage, but I gotta.
Yes, I want you.
Lupa, Be, gua kira
Apa?
Rainanya lu.
Selamat.
Jago sih ya. Gue.
Iya.
Awas ya, dibalik gua lagi.
Mamma mia.
Lezatos.
Mamma mia.
Lezatos.
Market ada.
Reloading.
You're not ready.
Reloading.
Dia komit.
P65, nice.
Mid.
Gua ada guardian.
Tuh.
Drink some water, reload your mags, and let's get back out there.
Gun here.
If you want somebody like somebody. Babe, weh.
You have weapon lah.
No, I don't. Give me.
Fuck you.
Anjir, kasih guardian.
There's my buddy.
Let me take off.
Reloading.
Toto mid dulu.
Itu ada senjata, Kit. Ada Phantom.
Oke.
Get him, wingman.
Last player standing.
Ah, 3 anjing.
They're like, why can't we just hug it out?
Ayo, Tok. Gua ke A ya.
Ada Sage di dekat wall. Touch. Nothing to lose.
Di gua ada Guardian. Ada Phantom. Kiri belakang lu, Be.
Oh, gue?
One enemy remaining.
Aman. B.
Apa? Thank you. Anjing. Woi. Anjir diambil speakernya, Cok. Oh. Champion. Thank you. Wah, ini banget.
B.
Let's go.
Terserah. Enggak. Anjing sikit. Gila. Kamu jago juga. Sumpah lah, aku nggak ada ngecek sih itu. Gue udah pingin itu loh.
117 Gecko.
Thrash is ready.
Oh no. Ranking no info ya.
Kiri lu ada kalau.
Alah, timing.
Wow, my eyes are down.
Stair ya.
One enemy remaining.
Stair. Mantap.
Blink and they'll catch up. Stay
Mati bego anjir.
Di pasar.
Terima kasih. Request aja kok kalau Bea. Daripada seragam.
Jangan kok, aku nggak bakal beliin.
Parah, Bang.
Emang Bea mau beliin.
I got you.
Bar. Hancurin dulu tak?
Aduh. Ampun, bisa nyangkut.
Tahan.
Kita ada ya?
Ya, tahan. Smoke.
Babi. Nggak skip, cowok. Nggak skip. Yang gue bilang clove. Anjir. Sia-sia, cowok. Gue low lagi.
Bah, jelek aja. Dua-duanya di B.
Wingman's planting. Spike sticking. Thanks, little man. Dizzy's up top.
Michael.
Bodo amat. Ngelek. Frame rate-nya naik tiba-tiba. Cak.
Ente.
Frame rate naik bagus tuh.
Turun.
Nah, turun.
Itu dia ngadain aja.
Gak seriusan. Lihat aja streamnya.
Belum latihan naik.
Kalau ditiadakan jadinya nggak ada.
Nah, main kok belum.
Oh iya juga. Duitku habis karena beliin kamu.
Memang
Loh,
nyebelin banget memang.
Nggak naik, nyangkut.
smoke. Mana smoke?
Bah.
Udah capek.
Di mana kok?
Not me.
Kalau mati tadi, hati-hati.
Last player standing.
Satu city, satu market.
Gak kena pala, satu
Dan
pixel.
We do what we do. Get back to chilling.
Ayo kita kakak.
Don't cry. Don't be shy.
Bentar, Mac.
Time to spike, Wings.
Ada tuh kayaknya.
Spike planted. Thanks, Wings.
Gue ada ulti ya, FYI.
Cutting their vision.
Halo.
Di wall.
Yalah.
Last player standing.
Satu flank.
Iya.
Mati. Oh, itu B ya.
Flawless.
Kalau gitu tadi gue tunggu buat spike aja ya. Bener juga.
Let's reset. Deep breaths and all that.
Limitnya di mana tadi? Di mana kok?
Di sini dia. Kalau tadi 2 kali di situ.
Oke. Nitip.
Taruh aja.
See ya.
Gue kirain B belakang gua.
Gue emang belakang lu.
My wingman. Up the way.
Masih ada satu kok di sini.
My turn.
Someone's
Udah.
For 3. I got the spike.
Last player standing.
Where?
Gecko
Mid.
mid.
Tahan gak sih?
Iya.
Iko.
Udah gue bilang iya.
Saya bodoh.
Memang udah dibilang iya, anak pala batu banget.
Gue ngeliatnya palanya ke samping tuh, jadi kayak penasaran.
Bodoh.
Kelihatan. Di headshot lagi. Tolol banget.
Bukan masalah headshot ya, mic one tap ya.
Iya, cetak kayak hilang.
Hancurkan.
Pak.
Orb masih ada nggak?
Enggak, udah gua ambil.
Oke.
Gimana nih?
Alah kita. Kalau kayak gini.
Mid marketnya.
Tok, coba open Tok.
Ah,
Oh yeah, monster on the loose. Launching smoke.
lu ngomong sama gua di sini.
Iya, makanya.
Oh, udah tuh. A-nya kosong.
Enggak, B-nya kosong.
One enemy remaining.
Nice.
Oh, very nice. Tidak, give me weapon.
looks composed. Their hearts tell a different story.
Angle snapping yang gue matiin ternyata enak juga.
Iya, apa tuh? Itu cheat ya?
Enggak lah. Software.
I found that cheat, yes. I found that cheat. Parah.
Dari
Gua
aja
report
dari aja
akunnya.
ada. Cuman nggak tahu efek apa.
Gua report akunnya.
Bacot.
Crash is ready.
Allah.
Kita rotasi.
Oh, speednya. Spirit. Nah. Gue flash dulu pitnya.
Get him, wingman.
Smoke dong, Be.
I got eyes here.
Bentar.
Back to me.
Belakang. Wing. Clove mid.
Oke.
Bah. Min 55. Si deadlock. Pilar kiri. Nice.
Satu CT, satu.
One enemy
CT kok.
remaining. Last player standing.
Hah? Manusia itu lama ternyata clearingnya.
Last round before the switch.
Oke, saya tidak bisa main. Hahaha.
Operator, let's go.
Mau itu dong, Bi. Phantom. Kasih.
Let me show you how the boss does.
Kasih.
Watch your eyes.
Nggak ikutan.
You did good.
Nice. Gila.
They're not ready. Run, little man. Dizzy's up top.
One enemy remaining.
Tinggal depan juga satu.
Majuin, Juk.
Mantap.
Nice
Skills. Ngeri, Kak.
Back to me.
Switching sides.
Cukup.
Pada pusing gini.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
You live in the zoo. You like a monkey and monkey love
Ya Allah, nggak kelihatan apa-apa. Masya Allah. Sini ya.
It's B, man.
B.
Pak, sana dulu, Pak. Sana dulu.
Wire gua dihancurin sama Koju.
Last player standing. Spike planted.
Gimana, sorry?
Di B lah.
B.
Lu exit kill cok. Sampai deadlock kan hati-hati. Arma di trap ya.
Aduh.
I'll teach him to respect their elders.
Nggak bisa bro dipakai. Ambil colokan di mobil.
Let's go.
Ada.
Sini sini
Sabotase, aku lepas.
Bukan, punya kamu.
Masuk.
Spike down B.
Go get him, buddy. There's my buddy. It's good, cuate.
One enemy remaining.
Dizzy's up. Someone's there.
Kiri.
Right here.
Nice.
Mess with my crew.
Frenzy gitu loh. Gue nge-spray ngasal. Suwe.
Sini.
Midnya ada.
Oke, sabar kok. OTW.
Elbow.
Udah.
Nice.
Dizzy's up top.
Spike planted.
Get him, wingman.
Last player
Di box.
standing.
Satu di box, satu di city.
Oke. Udah dalam.
Flow banget, 2 HP.
One enemy remaining.
Low.
Mosh pit.
Dua HP banget ya, Tok.
Gue ngit 48.
Let's go already.
Bagi itu B, Bulldog.
Need equipment.
Anjay. Terima kasih.
Kojo beler.
Sini.
Saw you, Mosh.
Waduh. Kojo don't die.
Kejar. Nice.
Dia ngapain multi dong kalau gitu?
Somebody's there. Run, little man. The wing saw you, little homie.
Spike planted.
Gue yang kena tolol.
Last player standing.
Goblok.
Pasar. Ih, itu blinded 4 loh. Siap, gak ada yang backup.
Look, don't start resting. There's still work to do.
Aduh.
Yuk.
Jugu,
Lu mau pick up?
Enggak.
Can someone buy me, please?
Nggak, gua nggak pick.
Di B lagi.
Di B.
Alah, ada dong satu.
A-nya ada.
Going up. Careful now.
Weh. B-nya astaga.
B-nya masuk.
To disappoint.
Anjing, mid-nya juga.
Spike planted.
Nanti.
Ultimate is
Close top.
Di wall.
Close top.
Enggak, depan gua di wall. Depan gua di wall.
Lu bisa naik. Kiri ada. Kanan.
You will
Di wall.
not kill my allies. One enemy remaining.
Mantap.
Ya, kasihan deh Mois.
Apa udah. Jalannya lama begitu lihat.
Spike defused.
You want me serious? You
You got it. Kenapa lu nggak di A aja tuh?
Tuh, kenapa lu nggak di A aja?
Kenapa nggak di B?
Tuh, kenapa nggak di B?
Gue di B.
Come on, little homies. Let's get it.
Cepat pindah ya.
Ada Gecko di A.
Oke, ke
Iya dia. Oh, A hit.
TW. Mantap.
Spike planted.
Dizzy has targets.
Ini belakang sini.
One enemy remaining.
Blow him up, Mosh.
Nice. Mau. Ah,
Sama aja.
mau.
Diffuse, Mac.
Kojo. Nah,
Sorry guys, saya sepertinya AFK.
Kenapa?
kenapa?
Udah dipanggil makan.
Oke.
Ambil makan.
Nggak bisa, nggak boleh. Sorry guys.
Tenang.
Nyoy.
Nanti lagi kabarin ya kalau udah mau ini.
Nyoy.
Overwatch ya. Yuk.
Mau nggak,
Oh iya, mau. Thank you.
Kantong, please.
Gue bisa nggak jadi, nggak bisa beli. Yang ada duit, nggak bukannya beliin dulu ya.
Maksud tadi si Dito.
Sini. Be.
Nice. Nice Kojo. Clovis selalu nge-flow.
Sepertinya.
Iya udah mati.
Lagi. Di market.
Ah, babi.
Aduh.
Spike planted.
Shit, man.
Gue kena flash jadi nggak tahu. Kita aja kok itu.
Cacok jauh ini.
One enemy remaining.
Dayung.
Jadi di swing.
Anjir, lama betul.
Last player standing.
MP. AFK.
Nice try.
Aduh.
Gue kena belain abis itu di kakakku gue lagi. Sial. Emang harus butuh komen di sini sebenarnya. Sini ya.
Waduh, hit mid-nya ada.
Udah nyampe belakang.
Last player standing.
Wah, bejir. Anjing.
He says their bullets tickle. Rash is ready.
Dayo si Kov selalu mid pokoknya.
Ya udah main delay aja lah. Gue nggak play kontak lagi. Gak apa-apa play mid aja, gue tutup ininya kok. Kita play retake. Bisain.
Ke B.
Mundur.
Oh yeah, monster on the loose.
Sabar. Satu belakang, nggak dijagain sama dia.
One enemy remaining. Last player
Anjir.
Bego.
Emang bisa?
Nggak bisa.
Gue bisa ya?
Nggak, tetap nggak kena kok kalau misalkan di ujung banget kan sini nggak.
Ada besi ya?
Nggak bisa ke wallbang.
Match point. They're just batteries. And I need a recharge.
Ente. Ih, udah jam 7.
Sumpah, nih orang kenapa ngikutin banget sih? Gue isengin lah.
Nice, Cuk.
My turn, wingman. Still in sight. Enemy down. Up and away.
Spike planted.
Go.
Where? Oke. Di sini ada.
Malah di box ada orang.
Aduh.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Ente. Gigi.
Attackers win.
You will not kill my allies.
Katanya ini
Di.
baiting doang kerjaannya, cancok.
Oke deh. Thank you guys.
Oke, terima kasih.
Thank you.
Ya, thank you, Bye bye.